random babble at the beginning.
Fine, we now have black screen random babble.
Yay! Oh,
We usually do anyways.
Well, no, usually we have like something, but that is not black screen.
Let me see what I have loaded up on Steam here.
But I'm already going, so there we are.
You think I
There's
would have...
that.
Vernon has not said a word.
Yes, he has.
He did one.
He acknowledged his existence, which
Yeah.
remember
That's
Vernon.
all he needs to do.
He's quiet.
And Fernan just got talked over after everybody just said he hasn't said a word. Well, let him say something. Go ahead.
No, that would be too sensible.
You have to remember Vernon isn't the type to say anything unless he has something to say.
Fernan. He tried
Yeah.
to say something just now.
Yeah,
not
then we
really.
answered
It's
for
just
him.
going to say essentially what Sophie said, so
Alrighty.
I
See,
have nothing to say at the moment, so yeah.
I have a lot to say. It just matters whether or not it actually is important.
I'm always quiet, but not on the stream.
We post a lot. You know, we post a lot of
Huh?
goddamn images.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Here, you
Give me
want
the
this.
potato. Give me the potato. Nothing more.
And this.
No, I don't want the
You're
meat.
fighting over
I don't want your
potato?
meat.
Do it.
Don't
Take
want
it.
the meat.
Take it.
It's all charred and
Take it.
it's all black and charred.
Look,
We
I'm going back to a call.
We
Go-
do post a
Go
fuckload of
at
images,
other
you know.
places.
We have apparently, in just the short time Loggerbot's been here, we've apparently had 560 images posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Not
And how
really
many
surprising.
videos? How many
Oh, yeah.
videos?
Also, it seems like there's actually going to be a Trimmers Part 5.
What?
Okay.
Nifty.
What are they going to possibly be now? I mean,
Wait,
they
what?
grew wings.
Apparently
in the fourth
this
one.
is-
It's gonna be,
taking
they're
place-
literally just going to be
are you
gigantic
fuck?
dildos.
It's Africa. It's taking place in Africa.
So there's just gonna be
Oh.
literal
Oh,
dildos
so-
at
I,
this point,
I
right?
posted
Ebola.
a link. I posted a link in chat. Read it if you're interested.
So it's going to be all about Ebola.
No, that's not what Tremors is.
Oh God.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you actually, take it.
I'm pretty sure a thing about gigantic worms underground is not going to be related to Ebola.
That's the thing. You get tremors when you get Ebola. You get
What the hell?
Yes, that's
Yeah, but
not what the
yeah, but
film refers to. I'm pretty sure that that's not the idea here.
We have the Ebola
Burns to the
toy.
chat, so I'm going to repost the link.
I've got a bike, you can ride
there's
it if you
Val.
like. It's got a basket and bells and
Squirrel.
things and rings and make
You're
it
drunk.
look.
boy, I sure wish this missile ship would stop firing missiles.
Well, maybe you should convince it to stop firing them.
I'm firing 16-inch guns at it. What do you want from me?
That fire bigger guns. You need to be firing. You need to be firing weapons that are big enough such that the projectiles they fire have their own guns mounted on them that also shoot as the projectile is flying towards the target.
So you're saying I need to
You want
fire?
to hear the most annoying sound?
No, no.
Okay.
If
I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna shoot fighters at them.
That's close, but only if they're kamikaze fighters.
Kamikaze fighters. Okay, noted.
Get it, dude.
Squirrel. No.
But they
Okay.
also.
I
And,
just
Okay,
get a
interesting.
dude.
Nice.
It killed them.
Sophie,
Yes.
did you know in Australia it is illegal to make porn with a woman who has an A cup bra size?
Did you know that in Australia it was recently made legal to have sex with a sibling as long as it is consensual and over the age of 18?
Cool.
okay.
Whoa! Okay,
Squirrel.
Squirrel?
What the hell?
Seriously?
squirrel. We
What?
do have that recorded.
Oh, it's
What?
I was online.
You realize that, right? We have
Wait,
that
Yeah,
right
we have
recorded.
that recorded.
What was just said that I missed?
You don't
Wait,
want to know.
I just said in response to who was it who said that?
Me,
Okay.
Yes.
the one asking.
In response to her saying that it's
It's
illegal
illegal
to
in
make
Aus-
porn in Australia with a woman who has an A cup breast size or smaller.
Me.
I responded with, it was legal. It was recently made legal to have sex with a sibling, as long as both parties consent and they're both over the age of 18.
And I'm
To
like,
which
what the
Squirrel
fuck?
responded with, "Cool."
And I'm like, what the
Wait,
fuck?
well, what do you expect? Squirrel's drunk.
I don't see
Hello,
how that
pal.
logically
Hey,
follows
fuckers.
there.
Oh, hey,
Speaking
Wow.
of fuckers, you missed some of the incest chat.
No, I had the stream open and heard a
So-
little bit.
Foul, foul, foul. Are you
We saw-
intoxicated?
No, I'm mildly buzzed.
Okay, so
You're
it's still
mildly
legal.
buzzed, eh?
So there's
Yes.
still
I'm working on it.
there's still two.
Please
Okay.
don't get as drunk as you did last time, because that was getting a little bit too far last time.
No, no,
I
no.
heard
This
that
is
I'm
just
drunk.
ale, not tequila. Don't
Oh,
worry.
okay, good.
I'm of course
Aw.
not
Aw.
drunk because
Squirrel-
I'm underage.
Squirrel's already.
I-
Yeah,
quite a bit
you've
of
got about. Let's see. What's the age?
Uh, I think it's
Yeah.
21. Wait, no. Wait, where
Yeah.
are
It's
She's
somewhere.
in New York, 21. So.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
21.
Mhm.
I personally, I still have 3.5 years.
Which is why you've already drunk half a bottle of whiskey.
Shut up!
You damn lawbreakers.
All right, no one's
Hey,
going to
hey.
escape from your country. No one ever cares about us.
Hey, hey,
Aww.
hey, hey. I don't know why I'm saying hey so many times, but
Hi, hi, hi.
if you go to Greece,
Hi, hi,
I'm going to go visit my family in Greece again soon.
We are now all becoming
Oh.
Fat Alberts. That's why we're saying hey so much.
Hey.
I hope.
Hey.
Twitch.
Hey,
Albert. Squirrel,
hey,
shut the
hey,
fuck up.
hey, stay out of my shed.
I hope Hitbox has
No.
gotten over
No,
the shit
no.
that was given me earlier. Stop saying no.
What?
She said a thing that is no.
Yes, I know.
no.
It's from-
Did you know?
Well,
Did we
that
know out of
is
here?
from-
No, it's a My
Yes.
Little Pony
No.
record.
Yeah, I know.
We ain't working on
And what
anything.
exactly? And I'm sure that will be relevant for all of the people who currently live on the moon. You know, all 0 of them.
Hey, hey,
I mean, I
listen,
suppose you could.
Listen,
It's
listen.
Squirrel.
Whoa,
I mean, I suppose
Jesus.
you could say that all 0 people who currently live on the moon are Australian, because it's technically true. It's just not sensible.
He's talking about the moon in Borderlands.
Bill,
Ah,
you picked
It's a
the
different
weirdest things to have debates over.
Also, is anybody hearing a ringing?
I don't hear any ringing. What are you talking about?
No.
I'm not
Oh,
hearing any ring.
oh,
It is-
here.
It is coming from my headset.
Hmm. Maybe
We
the
don't. I'm not
headset's
showing
broken.
anybody constantly transmitting.
Yeah, I hear
Um,
nothing.
Let me.
Yeah,
All right, one at a time. Let's turn off our mics. See if we can isolate it to one person or
No,
just
no,
Kyle's
no.
headset.
I think it's just mine. Hold
Yeah.
Oh,
It buzzed.
foul.
on. Shush! 1 second. Okay, it actually stopped. Maybe just yelling
so
at
foul,
me.
did you actually, so foul, you actually hear the fact that my power supply basically went poof last night? Well, I mean, last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard.
Everybody heard. Which is funny because I had an
I
extra power
did.
supply and I was wondering if it might have been of any use to you, but I had absolutely no means of contacting you.
Because of
That is
course.
indeed the problem.
Hmm.
Rob.
Hey, have you heard? Bird's the word.
Bird, bird. No,
Where's the word?
no.
Ada, you heard it.
About the bird. Bird. The bird is a word.
Shut up, squirrel!
Basically,
Really?
if,
He's not the one that
either
started-
that or I'm just going to start singing over Squirrel in Toad voice. That'll be my solution.
Please, no.
Or we can sing a duet.
Or I could
No,
just
no,
start
we-
dropping people from the call.
Please. No.
No, we have to
No.
sing a trio of for me, Fowl, and Squirrel all doing Toad voice at the same time. And
No,
although we need a 4th person to get a quartet.
I'll drop from the damn call.
We need actually a 4th person so we can do a barbershop quartet with Toad voice.
No.
I might. I don't know.
Okay, but
Beer number 3. Well, ale.
Hey, my sister's here.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anyway, are you
Yep.
link your stream again, Fowl?
Wait,
It's not up.
why am I bad?
Hold on, let me get it up here.
Phrasing?
Exactly.
How did I get banned and why?
How
You
did I
got
get
banned?
You know you did, Sylphie.
I'm just curious as to what I did.
Oh, by the way, Sylphie, real talk, are you avoiding the Final Fantasy 13 streams? Because
Mildly,
you
because
can't
you keep
stand
going.
to have me
You
be
keep going on about
mildly
the same,
critical of it.
I'm kind of avoiding them.
We know
You
what
keep
did
going on
last-
about the same
Final
things,
Fantasy-
though.
You
You
haven't even been to any of them in the last 3 times I've streamed. You would
Yeah,
see
I
that I'm
like
actually
the
first
warming
3
up to
streams
it.
But
and
I
have the same
decided
issues
to
with each of
look
them.
at it.
You
And
would
this
see
is
that
your
I'm actually
voice.
slowly warming up to them. But, yeah, whatever.
Actually,
Oh, are you?
I lowered.
All right, I'll give the next
you?
one a chance.
Are you?
Don't
See,
make a
I
liar.
don't. I must say that I really, no matter what game you want that I like, you want to make fun of. That I personally don't care as long as you're at least reasonably funny.
I have a point to make that I just read. Who here has watched Attack on Titans?
I have heard
I've
of it,
seen
and I
it,
have
yeah.
seen,
He didn't.
and I have only
Didn't really
seen
get into
that
it.
Everybody
Sega
dies.
Data stream.
Stop doing it, just like Magic.
So many voices at once. Oh my god. So it's like I'm on my Facebook,
No.
and there's the
Attack
episode.
on Titan.
There's the episode where Aaron is in a Titan's stomach, and it's like, so I just saw this GIF, and then a thought popped into my head. Titans don't digest the humans they eat.
Uh-huh.
They just throw up when their stomach is full. So they don't need gastric acid, right? Which would mean that Aaron,
Nope.
because in the episode, he is in a type of red liquid. So it's like, which would mean that Aaron is sitting in all the blood of the people devoured before him.
Pleasant.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
So then, why do the Titans even bother eating people at all? Then
Because they're
Just for
assholes.
fun. Just
They're
they
assholes.
Just, they actually have. They don't reproduce. They don't need to eat.
so that
They're an
sounds really dumb.
arbitrary villain pulled out of the writer's ass.
And then
Okay.
we have a
Without any reasoning whatsoever.
Everybody dies. Everybody
we have
dies.
a
too.
The conflict
You're not
is the
gonna attach to any
entire
character
central of the
except
story. The cause of the conflict is never explained, always ambiguous, and completely unimportant.
Hang on, guys.
but it's kind of a bit of a minor plot hole.
Shade has a point. We haven't actually said what we're actually doing today
We're doing what we've
because
been
we do
doing.
because intro isn't usually here. Shade's not usually here. Gerald's usually not here.
Well, what we're doing will be self-explanatory once we start doing it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Which,
And
if y'all
Gerald
have stream,
has
that's
been
about
here long
it.
enough to know what the hell we're
Today.
doing.
I got no clubs.
Ah, damn it! I'll have to restart the hold on. Let me see if
Okay, there we go. Now I've got the stream working. Now people can actually see things,
Damn it!
and I hear
I have
things.
to restart the
Music.
emulator.
I hear things now.
I'm gonna go get
Yay!
a drink. I'll be back in.
Oh, now it's paused. No, it's
I had to restart the emulator. If you would open your ears and shut your mouths for 1 fucking second, you would hear that I said I had to restart the emulator, which I,
I
just
heard
did.
you.
Thank you.
I heard you.
So did
I didn't care.
We're doing some mad RPG voice acting tonight, folks. So
Squirrel,
brace
you're drunk.
yourself,
Shut the
'cause
fuck
you know
up.
People are gonna be really,
Oh, you're
really
drunk.
I am Yellow Mario.
I would tell you to go home, but you already are.
Squirrel, you're
Indeed, that's
drunk.
why I'm
Don't go.
drunk. I'm sick here.
Oh, now I
And
feel
that,
like
well, good thing is I'm starting to sober up. So
Indeed.
Now, what do you
just
think,
sound
Val?
like
Should
my
we go
usual
on to,
self.
should we go on to Paper Mario after this, since we only have like maybe like 2 weeks left of this, maybe 3?
sure.
Sure.
Yay! Besides,
I don't know if I'm going to be that far at that point, because let me check the list. That's not my list.
I want
Well,
to make
after this, we
thing
got
bigger.
Barrel
I can't make it
Volcano.
bigger.
Well,
Yep.
given
Come
how
back.
slowly we go
Sophie.
through RPG games, because we're actually voice
Spoiler,
acting them,
Sophie. Jeez.
we might as well actually start the next voice acting one as soon as we
Okay,
finish
so
this one.
yeah.
Yes,
I will have
Frank?
Mario Party, Smash Brothers, Mario Deluxe, Mario Golf, Game & Watch 3, Mario Party 2, Wario Land 3, Mario Tennis, then Paper Mario on the
Also,
list.
think back to what game you were on when we started Mario RPG, because we were still, if I remember, like 4 or 5 games away from it.
I was about Yoshi's Island, I think.
Yeah, so we go through
Yeah.
these things slowly
Brought to you
enough.
by
that-
Larry the Cable Guy's Beer Brand.
Oh my
A-
god.
As well as the fact that, Paper Mario is many times longer than Mario RPG, so it'll
that
take
is a
us...
very good point.
Yeah,
I don't know, I
that
never
would take
finished it.
even longer.
Well, it is
Wait,
very
you never
long.
finish it?
It is very long, so we will
Also,
definitely
Yeah,
be able
apparently
to.
very
somebody is
long.
absolutely exhausted, but we haven't really established who that is yet.
Press the button.
Maybe it's Malo.
No.
No.
Spoiler alert, it's
Maybe
a
it's Mario.
sniffit thing. Not a sniffit
It's-
thing.
Okay.
The Bezo
If
guys.
it's bees?
Bezos.
Oh.
They're
Bezos
from
are
Mario
flying
2, they're
shy
like
guys.
shy guys, they fly and they have spears.
Yes.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Okay.
Yeah, they're Bezos.
Yep.
Well, there are Bezos earlier on and Shyaways later on.
Shy
Does they
away
shy away
now,
from the fight?
shy away now.
Come shy away with me.
What?
On a never-ending journey, Archon?
Yes.
Somebody is absolutely exhausted, but somebody needs to decide to
I'm
voice
doing
this
what?
guy.
I'm
Otherwise,
absolutely exhausted.
There we go.
Okay.
You're absolutely annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. They're not Bezos. They're little bird guys.
Oh, it's the bird things. Hey, why'd you throw something at me?
I'm talking to you.
I'm not.
Somebody else voice this one.
You're not what?
Oh, hit me in a guard! Palatine only gives us the most boring jobs to do!
Ow.
That wasn't even
We
Toad
need
voice.
purple now. We need purple.
Where is purple?
He's on
Yeah,
vacation.
where is he?
Yeah.
Mm.
Just answered it, thank you.
I think that's still the same person, maybe?
Nah, it's probably you.
But I guess this beats Dodo's job.
I can say shit. I can
Also, nice
Remember that
gestures
farting
with
in
a-
the camera is never a good thing. It makes people mad.
It's not actually called Paper Mario 64, it's just Paper Mario,
Yeah.
which is why I
Yeah.
didn't refer to it in any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you
Some
guys talking
people
about
call
never
Paper
ending
Mario
story?
64.
Dodo has to polish Valentina statues every single day!
Oh yeah, it's her statues that he polishes every day. Uh-huh.
Well, that just means that they're going to be
Bill,
polished.
we're not all sexual deviants like you.
But that just means
What?
they're all.
We're
Going to be-
trying, though.
That just,
We are trying.
I
Huh,
means
here's how I do it.
Apparently, Squirrel is not telling us everything about himself. So
We don't want to know everything about himself.
Hey, tell me something!
The fact that you know
Do
I'm not free.
statues move?
I mean, I don't know, Squirrel. You seemed really excited when I told you that news about Australia.
Australia is an awesome place. Everything there can
No,
kill you.
statues don't move.
And that's the sign of him literally being drunk.
Then explain this.
Explain. Explain.
Explain what?
Explain! Explain!
At least somebody knew what I was doing.
Yeah, you were saying
Yeah,
explain.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was in a Dalek voice.
Hey there, what?
It's one of those high-tech, lifelike, realistic ones. Let's get out of here.
Wait a sec. If you have a problem with that,
what are they talking about?
Daleks.
Daleks. Hey, we're gonna
Daleks
leave the
were
building
stuck
now
there.
because the guards apparently decided to take the day off.
No.
Let's fight some guys.
You're joking.
Holy shit, that's a lot of guys.
I think they are.
Let's punch the muckle. Boom.
No.
Ow.
Look
What
at all
the,
these puffballs.
what the fuck is that thing at the back?
1 second. Let me turn down the game on my
Is
end.
it wearing a space helmet?
Is that a Metroid?
That is a
Metroid.
jellyfish thing. Okay.
So it is a Metroid.
Autumn, if you have to
It's
ask
a-
the question, you probably don't need to know the answer.
And I think they were referring to everybody.
Snow time!
You probably don't want to know the answer to that question, Autumn. No, I don't think you do.
What question?
My sister is like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why is that? Blah, 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 blah,
She
blah."
wants to know what the hell a sexual deviant is.
No, I
Sexual
think she.
deviant
No.
is somebody who is
That is
deviant.
probably the least correct summary I've heard of the
sexual
thing
way.
in a while.
Did you just say a sexual deviant is someone who's sexually deviant?
No,
That's
I said
No.
somebody who's deviant in a
But-
sexual way.
I didn't say that.
Basically, a sexual deviant is what you find on DeviantArt.
What?
It's
No.
Much.
What?
Hey,
pretty
not
much.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's pretty much a deviant artist that makes porn.
No.
No, it's more of the stuff you find on like
E621.
Seriously, what
The
in the
internet.
hell are you?
It's
well,
Pretty much
principally
the-
any place on the internet. Or maybe something that's like Hentai Foundry or something like that.
E621.
I don't know what that is.
Porn.
Don't search it up.
I remember.
I missed
did.
my time defense because I sneezed.
Okay.
No, the fan that was in Monster Mama's town or house in Monster Town. What setting did you leave it on?
I don't know.
Because that does actually affect the fans here in these halls.
Huh. I had no idea. Do I want to double my coins? Of course I do.
Yeah, we need so many coins, yeah.
Now I got 40.
We really
Which means
don't
that I am
more.
now not at maximum. So hey, coins are actually useful. You see, they turn on and off, so I don't know what that really matters with the fan in Monster Mama's place.
No, it has 3 settings, and it's not just on and off. There actually is no off. It's
No,
just
I mean the ones here turn on and off, so it's not like
Oh.
they completely block me from going, no matter how hard they are.
yeah, true.
Yeah, I said hard.
Really?
Alright,
Uh,
I got a heavy trooper. I'm gonna smack.
heavy trooper, dear God. Needs to lay off the donut.
He's ready to launch any time now.
Question: Who is actually talking about the sexual deviancy thing?
Just
All
drop
of
it.
us.
Your sister.
Everybody.
Because she's mad.
Can we move on to
Wait,
another
what?
topic?
She brought it up.
She's mad. I don't know why.
Brought
Okay.
it up.
Unless
Why is
she's
she
mad that
mad?
we made the joke
Plus,
about you or something, but we
Wait.
did actually make the joke for a reason, but we just don't want to explain it.
Well, why is she
Also-
mad, squirrel?
Also,
I don't know.
so E62, what is food?
She's the one who
Information.
brought up.
That is
you're
not
way too young
appropriate
for that
subject
sentence.
matter for you. I
Turn
learned
that-
Ultraplane.
Somebody remove
Not
that,
for-
please.
What?
What's it?
Remove that.
Remove
No,
what?
it's
Gerald's blinking.
actually
porn stuff.
the
I don't know.
No, that's perfectly fine. That's a link
Oh,
to
no.
monosodium
that's perfectly
glutamate.
fine. It's just food.
It's the E621 is
Oh.
actually.
He's just linking
Yes, it's
food.
literally
That's
just
not on the
monosodium glutamate. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Why is it also porn?
Because there's a site called E621.
Why?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I'm
Because
sorry,
reason.
something
Nobody
special here.
knows.
I was
Something
introduced
special
to it by
here.
7 Seed.
There's something special here. I almost forgot about it. Let's see.
Oh, I
where-
thought you were introduced to it by me.
Could have sworn it was in this room.
It was 7 Seed.
Maybe it's in another room. I know there's like a hidden wall somewhere that you can go through.
Yeah, there is.
Not in this room though.
No.
Okay, up here. I killed the
Did it
fan.
freeze? No, it didn't freeze. Okay,
No.
that's good.
Nope, it's still a little too early for that. Maybe it's way high in the normal northern hemisphere. It's getting to that point, but
I like the music in this
Tabayuki.
place.
Is it me or does the glove that Mario has sound weird? Oh, it's because
Yeah,
the thing is
the-
playing twice. Never mind. I was wondering why it was echoing.
Lightning bolt!
I
nah,
probably
just
Yeah,
using sticky gloves there.
Some
That
of these
shy
sound
guy
effects-
is high.
Also, I just realized I
That
forgot
shy
to
guy.
put the stream
He's a high
audio.
guy.
I forgot to put the actual game audio through the stream for the whole time until now.
So no one's been able
Oh.
to hear anything.
No, they've
Oh,
just been
wow.
unable to hear the game.
Seriously?
Really?
Yeah,
Can they
It's
like
not like
just
the game
just-
has a very
We are
good
doing
audio.
well tonight.
No,
They
they
can
can
hear
hear
us.
us, but not the game.
yes, exactly.
Where's Yoshi? Is he in the middle? Oh, hey, okay. Well, kind of slowed that down. So, yay! Mallow levels up and learns Star Rain. Best attack.
Yeah, they just heard
Sorry,
us.
folks.
PK Star Store?
Oh.
What are you talking about, Gabby? Never mind, I probably don't want to care.
I would guess that he can, given that he has save states, so he eventually will succeed.
Save state.
And there's
I
also
will
the thing that
succeed!
Geno Whirl only does the 9999 thing on certain enemies, not all. So he
Most
can
of the
do
normal
What
it.
enemies are they?
Most of the normal ones. Most of the boss.
What? I heard most of the but, and I didn't hear anything else. Oh. Skype has... decided to not work. Hmm. I wonder if Sylphie...
Here we go again.
Testing.
Here I go again on my own.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Like a twister, I was born.
Here I come to
You
save the
skipped the
day.
lyric, you drunk bastard.
All right,
How dare you skip lyrics?
sound in. Vernon,
How
are
dare
you?
skip
Shut up.
Vernon,
Vernon, are you here?
Can you be
Yes.
heard over everybody
Okay,
else?
Belle, are you here?
Of course I'm fucking here.
Okay, then everybody who's important is here.
Oh, what?
What about the feta?
I'm here too!
Oh, hey, Arclon.
It's not
Sorry.
letting her join.
Forgot about you. You're kind of,
You're kind
Now
of
we just
quiet
need, you should
lately.
probably re-add Nepeta, because
You're an ass.
I don't know. It's just
That would
ever
be-
since,
that
we're
would
not doing Gizmo every day. You're,
potentially be able to
you're just kinda
happen, Zeta,
fading
except for the
away.
fact of, not be me
My
being the
mouth
one
is
hosting
right.
the
Are you
stream.
saying that I'm literally quiet, or I don't talk much anymore?
literally not talking much anymore. So
Okay.
kind of a mix of the two.
Nepeta, are you back?
Yep.
Okay.
You can thank me, Defender, because I was the one who added you back.
Well, I would do more
Baby
Gizmo.
got back.
Vernon did more game
Destroyers. Yeah, Fernan, what's up?
Hint,
with that? What's the
hint,
status?
hint.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
Well,
It's
Fernan
bad.
is a lazy
Since
bastard.
nobody's
so...
gonna bother to bookmark it, Vernon, what's going on with the comic?
I'm gonna bookmark it.
Nothing's
might.
going on with it.
That's
Other projects have been going on.
That basically, you
It's
have to
too many
remember
projects.
Fernan and laziness go very well together.
I understand about.
Well, it's not so much laziness as it is multitasking beyond capacity.
That's pretty much the
And-
same thing in a way.
Quite often I just get into a thing where I don't want to write something because I am
No
not
inspiration.
really happy with where it has gone.
Oh, so are you not happy where the current story is right now? Then?
God, drank too fast.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh,
It's all foamy in my gut.
Well, then
What?
restart the entire story from scratch.
oh, just
But
Find
how
a
else
way
you
Pull
gonna
a
do
Superboy Prime and just,
Uh-huh.
have Gizmo shatter reality and restart everything.
Yeah, have him
Christ.
punched a time stream.
no,
Let's
just find a
wait.
way to stir
Wait,
into
is
a
that?
direction
I've
you
heard.
like.
Is that what Superboy Prime actually was?
Yes, he punched
Yeah,
the time
he
stream.
punched the time stream and restarted the
Yeah.
entire DC continuity.
Yeah.
What?
That was how they explained it. He punched time.
The whole
What?
time.
Yes, that is why I have zero respect for DC anymore.
Oh, they did the same thing with Flash lately.
That's
what
true,
started
too.
the new 52.
Well, John pretty much just
It's like they write themselves into so many holes where they lose all sense of creativity and popularity. And so they decide,
and then
hey,
Superboy
let's
Prime
go ahead and
punched-
just ruin the reality that we have rather than try to write new stories with it so that we can, bring back old characters that we've ruined, reset characters that we've ruined even more, and go ahead and get rid of characters that we don't like.
As what John would say, Superboy Prime punched the hole through time.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't punch a hole through it. He just punched time.
Or Fernan, what the other thing you could do, which is what you seem to be doing, is what every D&D dungeon master ever has done when he's got frustrated with his group. Quit in a fucking huff.
He didn't exactly do that.
Yeah, but
that's
it's not
nice.
really a D&D group.
Just
It's
use
all
a
his
time
characters
game
he's
from Final
writing.
Fantasy,
Sort
or
of.
just
Yeah,
use
it's
time
not
game
like
from
it's
Final Fantasy.
they're his own characters. He has no one to get upset about except himself.
Yeah, they've been
Exactly.
inspired by other people, but
Oh my god, Marvel and Thor. No, female Thor is a no for me.
it's not the same person, though.
It happened. It
It's
happened.
just
Get over
somebody else has Mjolnir and has the power of Thor. It's
Yeah, and
happened
her name
before.
is Thor.
We're trying
For
to
the
find
sake
of
a
naming her
from
Thor.
Final-
Well, the
That was
name
correct.
the name is a title that passes to whoever holds the
Are
hammer.
they doing
There.
that just to please people like Anita Sarkeesian?
They're doing
don't
it to
think so.
sell comics, and you know
Exactly.
it'll probably be undone within a few months to a year.
Because I swear it's being done.
Because,
by
hell,
people
they've made
like
Loki a
Sarkeesian.
girl for a while.
Well,
What?
Loki is the god of chaos, so it's probably just Loki being weird.
It was. He just, he took the body of a girl for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
So
not
you
a god.
think
He's not
The fuck
a, not a
people?
god of chaos. He's a god of mischief.
Kinda
Same
God.
fucking thing.
So I wonder what kind of mischief he was doing while a female.
Let's
I
not go
remember I
there.
saw.
I don't know, but he probably had sex with Tony Stark. I mean, everybody does.
Whoa.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
Actually, thinking on which,
And She-Hulk, because everybody does.
not thinking on that
Or
specifically, but
use
thinking
the-
on Iron Man.
Maybe Furta could just use the cheapest way possible to reset his comic. Deus Ex Machina.
Well, Thor Odinson, he could always come back, get the hammer, and then bam, the old Thor is restored.
Yeah.
Okay, so Iron Man is obviously going to be in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
That is a very good point, Mush. That is fine with me.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
yeah.
Disney princess now.
Wow,
That is.
it's fantastic, Mush. But yes, as for Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be playing Iron Man for very much longer. He will be in the upcoming Captain America 3, but that may well be his final role.
Why?
Why?
Because he's at least or over 50, and
So?
Does he have a disease? Or
William
something?
Shatner still fucking acts. Don't give me that shit about age.
okay, see,
Yeah,
Yeah.
William
define
Shatner
act.
does act as, an action superhero very often.
And he is 49.
Okay, fine. Harrison Ford.
50, April 4th.
And there's
Fine,
also the
yeah.
fact that
Harrison Ford has been around much longer.
Yes,
yes,
but,
there's also
you know,
the fact that he's been basically doing not really much else except playing Iron Man for the past 6 or 7 years.
yeah,
and
besides
will seem
Sherlock
to be
Holmes,
playing Iron Man for
several others,
the next 3
Tropic
years. So
Thunder.
Can you just let Frodo talk?
No.
No, we never do that. Haven't you figured this
may
out
not
yet?
actually work out very well. I don't know why,
Oh.
but for some reason I can't see anything with the foul stuff.
Huh?
say again, Squirrel?
You may have a point.
As your
I don't
speech
think we're gonna
becomes
actually be doing much tonight. Hello, 7 Seed.
What are you
What?
rambling about?
I have no idea. And there's the wall thing.
I thought we were
Who's
rambling
7
about
Seed?
Iron Man.
What?
I
A
haven't
friend
seen-
of mine and squirrels.
Hey, I've got Ultra Flame. Let's use it.
7 seed is code.
Oh,
What?
okay.
It's code.
Hello.
7 Seed is code for code.
Wow! Ultra
Code
Flame
1, 2,
doesn't
3,
do
2,
jack
1.
shit, but it does stun people. Let's try Psych
Ah,
Bomb
stupid
instead.
back screen of death. Why is my sister so-
I'm trying to find out right now
I
whether
think
or not.
Squirrel is talking about not being able to see my stream.
Yeah,
Anybody
see
else
it.
having that problem?
Nope.
working fine for me.
Okay.
I'm not having a problem,
I can see it again.
except for the fact that, of course.
Whether
Oh,
or not
hey, I
watch
found
running.
people. Well, sort of. They're cloud people. Let's talk to them. Hello! He's gonna have that voice. I used to be a guard here until Valentina snatched away all of my keys and gave me the boot. I guess I won't be needing this master key anymore. Would you like it? Nah, I don't need it. Sounds like a waste of time.
Are you
I am-
serious?
I am amused by the fact that
Key.
he snatched away. He just said Valentina snatched away all his keys. Here, would
Except
you
for the
like
master-
this key?
Oh, well, here you
Yeah,
go.
sure.
Just don't tell me what you're gonna do with it, okay? You don't go
I am far
sneaking
behind.
around and peeking at Valentina in the nude or anything.
Oh,
What?
so we can have sex with the key?
What?
What?
I
How
know
did
that's
you-
what we were talking about.
How the fuck did you get to having sex with the key? What the fuck is
I-
wrong with your mind?
1 second,
sorry.
getting another drink here.
And
I'm
she
sorry.
is the 14-year-old, so.
Go on!
Oh,
Take
God.
this!
Oh, hey, I'm taking something. I got
Okay,
a flower
yes,
jar.
Robert Downey Jr. is signed up for Captain America 3 and the Avengers 3. Past that,
I
he may or may not be involved in further things as Iron Man.
Well, I'm pretty sure
know-
Avengers 3 is going to center around something similar to the Civil War storyline.
Actually,
At
no,
least
that's going
that's
to be
the
Captain
rumors
America
that I've
3.
heard.
That's Captain America 3.
Might be both, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely a long enough story
it's
that it fits
hinted
both.
that Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie wanted to do something with an ice key.
Squirrel?
Have you
What?
sex with an ice key?
Let's get away from the key thing.
What the
okay?
fuck are we talking about?
Enough of the key sex, okay?
It's
Squirrel.
basically,
No,
if
I'm
you,
serious. The
Oh
ice
my-
key.
do you want
There
me
is
to
no
fucking get out
gatekeeper,
my
there is no
Pokemon
master,
key-shaped
okay?
In the
Or
in
key?
Banjo-Kazooie, near the end, she's like, "Did you find the ice key?" And she's like, "I know where I want to stick that." Then Banjo's like, "Kazooie."
So,
Squirrel.
do you have sex with snake?
Who wants to take a dip in the hot springs?
It's It's like saying
I don't know. Nobody
Sora
voices that
wants
person.
to have
A
sex
deep
with
in the
a-
heartstrings, I took out the king and it's iffy.
Hey, did you know Valentina's got a huge egg in the middle room? It spits out eggs from time to time, and sometimes when you jerk yourself, the eggs will make it straight off you.
Ow.
Yep.
It's just
That's
Shut
not
up.
even me doing it, Ark.
I don't care.
No.
That's even ironic.
It's Bell's getting very good.
Squirrel,
Huh? What?
I think I know why your sister's mad at you.
Why?
Toad.
The
voice.
Australia thing.
Zeta, we didn't jump the shark.
We
No.
fucked the shark.
Yes, we fucked the
I
shark.
knew that was coming.
And,
Oh, boy.
and by the way, I'm pretty sure that that's just another. That's I think the second type of inanimate object sex that we've had on our various voice acting streams. Because we've
We're a
also had
classy bunch.
we've also
We're
had
so
pasta
classy.
fucking at one point.
I was just saying, if we're gonna be fucking keys, remember the ear condoms at least.
What's that?
And the
You're
pasta
gonna
sex.
say that all Final Fantasy characters fucked her with the weapons.
What?
Basically,
What? I'm pretty sure I've never heard that concept before.
I don't think
I-
I've heard of it either.
I should have never said that.
I've seen one picture of Selfie, but that was about it.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, she's got the sticks. What else were they gonna do with them?
to answer
Selfie is
your,
still the
Mario
best
is now-
female in that game.
True.
to answer your question, Mosh.
Not
Basically, I had found a picture, and it's like, did you know it is illegal to make porn with a girl that has under an A cup bra size in Australia? And then I don't remember who it was, but they're like,
It sure
I
wasn't me.
wouldn't doubt it. Australia censorship.
I'm
is
pretty
fucking
sure it was
insane.
foul.
I'm pretty
I
sure it
wasn't
was
here
Sylvie.
yet.
It was
I
Sylvie.
wasn't here
Yeah,
yet.
that was Sylvie that was talking
It
about
was Sophie.
No, no, no.
It was
Val
Selfie.
can take the blame for this one. Val,
No,
you can take the fall for me.
no.
I wasn't
It
in the
was
call yet.
Sophie.
Yeah.
It was Sylphie, and Sylphie's just like, did you know they just made it legal
Metal.
to have sex with a sibling in Australia if they both have consent and are over 18.
And then
Oh,
Squirrel is
fuck.
like,
Oh,
cool.
fuck.
And then
Did I
Squirrel
thought-
said cool.
And then
I think I may have
what the
gotten
fuck?
some things crossed. I don't
And,
know.
and then we went on to question you about it, and trying to talk. We were trying to talk you
That's a
back to
blooper.
safety, and
I'ma
you
kill
were
it.
like, "No, Australia's awesome. Everything there is cool." And it's like, well,
And then Autumn.
And that's
became
why-
I
mad.
said everything there
I'm
will
so
kill
sorry,
you.
Squirrel. You're on your own now.
And that may be why your sister's pissed at you.
You should never be drunk and join us.
Hey, what do you mean?
You are way too young to be joining us anyway.
This is so true.
I'm pretty sure this is illegal in some countries. What we're talking about around you.
Yeah, because
Later.
Yeah, intro.
That
I
sounds.
mad
These
sex.
birds go in the grinder.
Later intro.
No, I'm pretty sure that's
Right,
kind of the
bro.
point of why you would mention it, Autumn. I'm pretty sure that there is actually a weird thing like that in Australia. If I remember
yeah,
right.
but in Australia, cup size does matter for porn in
Who
Australia.
cares? Let's move on.
Because they'll be like, oh, you can't have a woman that doesn't have big boobs in porn. Otherwise, people will think, oh, she looks kind of like a kid. And then that'll be illegal, even though she's not a kid.
Or they could just do what Japan does and put an 18 next to her name.
Maybe they just like people with big boobs.
No,
I
no,
am
in
18 and wearing a schoolgirl uniform.
no,
and
no,
I
in
go there.
Japan they just put a 307 next to her name, and she's an ancient vampire.
That works too.
Looking at you, Castlevania here.
Depends on the genre.
Really?
Punch the hookers.
Zeta's like, hookers, move on.
Yes, Squirrel, we all
My
saw that.
brain. My brain is all bleh. We all saw
I
what?
don't understand what you mean by a gun that says an expletive in every sentence. A gun
Australia
is saying,
doesn't care about expletives. They care about drug use, sex, and certain levels
Is a
of
gun?
violence.
I'm trying to figure out what Frosty means by a gun that is saying expletives in sentences. I wasn't aware that guns had sentences.
I didn't know guns could
It's
talk.
a gun that talks. It's Borderlands.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's Borderlands. Anything can happen.
Everything is borderline insane.
Everything is
Okay,
awesome
I can give it
when
that.
you're part of a group.
Hell, they had one gun in Borderlands 2 called the ex-wife that nagged you all the time. Stop wasting bullets!
I
That
vaguely
guy had a
remember that one.
family!
I vaguely remember that one.
Yeah, that gun was funny.
Yeah.
Also, somebody's vigorously typing there.
Sorry.
Is there... I like how this is probably one of the most strange discussions we've had on stream so far.
Nah, we've had worse.
Well, there is more than one of us with alcohol in them tonight, so...
That is true.
Like I said, most of you are lightweights. At least I know that if Val is drunk, it's because he's legit drunk.
Hey!
I am
Half a
on
bottle of whiskey
3
till you
beers
get
now.
there.
I'm not terribly drunk. I am just getting
Half a
little bit-
bottle of whiskey for a 15-year-old is pretty heavily drunk.
Well, depends on the size of the bottle, though. It could
I'm
be.
the size
I
of the 15-year-old.
I would assume a standard size bottle.
Okay, Belle, let's... You were the shy away,
following
right?
My mom.
I believe I was one
Uh-huh.
of them.
You were very obnoxious as the shy away. Keep that. Keep that. That was good last time. Let's continue.
What?
La-di-da! Here you go, Big Eggy! I'll give you plenty of nutrients! So you'll...
Yo.
Swimming in tequila.
go swimming in tequila! No, wait, I didn't put any tequila in this thing. And you'll just grow up to be big and strong, and then you can have all the tequila you want.
Frosty brings up a very good
Oh.
point.
Oh, Mario's already here. He's a fast one, he is.
Like the shy away watering the piranha plants, that makes sense. Watering an egg, I don't get
I don't
No.
think the Shy Away is particularly, I guess,
I don't think
Intelligent?
that's our way. Has
I'm
all
watering
its
it with
eggs in
genetic
the back.
growth hormones!
I'm
I don't
wondering
think-
if it's dumb.
I don't think he has all his eggs in one basket.
Oh, it won't open. It's locked. That is indeed what it means when it doesn't open.
That's not good.
Okay, who wants to voice Birdo?
Not it.
Archon.
Oh god.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, once it actually, goes to it.
It's
Take, like,
the
probably
thing supposed to be talking
15
now.
seconds.
Yes, the triple question mark is the Birdo egg talking.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Plus, I thought Birdo's a girl.
It's locked. Birdo thinks Birdo's a girl too.
Hold on. I went black screen again.
Ha ha ha. Hey, that's racist.
What?
What?
Come on, you piece.
I'm so sad and lonely.
Come on, load. Loading.
Girls having
Keep them streams
technical
a-loading.
difficulties.
How do you figure, Crunk?
What did Crunk say? Yoshi is either female or something.
I'm pretty sure Yoshis are
That
asexual.
explains everything.
I'm pretty
it
sure
doesn't.
Yoshis are asexual. And also, Birdo is either male or female, depending on which version you actually pick.
Yes. In most American manuals, Birdo has been generally referred to as male from appearances past Super Mario Bros. 2.
In the original, though, I believe Birdo was female.
Original
I'm
Peter
so
Birdo was male who considered himself a female.
Ah, right, that's right.
Will we
I always
play
forget
with
trying to go.
Sure, why not?
I'm trying to go with a him voice here. Him from the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
I thought you were just like singing in church kind of hymn.
What?
Yeah, totally.
Of course, I don't have the echo effect on my microphone, so it won't completely turn out right.
Fine,
Do my
whatever.
best.
We don't
Well,
care.
Birdo's not supposed to be a metrosexual version of Satan in this, so.
Thanks!
You're welcome, Matt, strange egg. Okay, so time to beat an egg. Maybe I could get an egg beater. Let's see what Super Flame does
I
to
like
this egg.
how
Let's
the
hard-boil it.
I like how the egg has immediately changed from being pink in color to red the instant the battle started.
Super Flame does pretty
Yeah,
good.
I don't understand.
Let's try a Psych Bomb!
Actually, this egg can be pretty tough if you're not sufficiently leveled. So once, or not the egg, actually, Birdo. Once
Yeah.
we get to Birdo, you may want to use defense for some of the characters, particularly Mallow.
Mal will be fine. He's tough.
No, he really isn't.
No, he's tough. He's got
not
Star.
really tough. I pretend to be.
got Star
Otherwise, I
Rain.
cry and it causes rain.
He's got Star Rain. Let's do Star Rain. Here we go, Star Rain. I wonder what
Okay,
the timing is
do
for
it.
Star Rain.
My screen is frozen.
That's fine. There's no dialogue.
Yeah, we're in a boss battle now.
Okay.
I hit him with that star a lot.
Hey, this is a Star Raid.
It's
Make it
totally-
rain, bitches! Okay, you got a Birdo line again, so you might want to refresh your...
No, it's moving again. I'm just waiting
Yay!
for the star to stop bouncing. And
Yeah,
that
we-
froze again.
We should have had Zeta voice Birdo. That would have been fun.
Yes.
I-
Should have used the same voice that he used for the penis.
There it goes. Is it going? Is it going? Is it going?
Do you see the
Can't
words
tell.
hello?
No. Oh, there we go.
I wasn't aware that hello was words.
Well, it had a heart next to it, so it's like, hello, heart.
That's like a Japanese thing for saying, for like, I don't know, really happy.
Zeta said nope. No, that's more of along the lines of being flirtatious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, just a regular hello would be like, hello. Hello with a heart next to it would be like, hello. That sort of deal. Okay, let's go ahead.
I really wish that her name, or that his name was spelled Birdeaux. I don't know
Huh?
why. It's just a really ridiculous spelling of the
French?
same word.
It sounds French.
Yeah, your lines.
Loading. Oh, think about this. We have an egg with a cross-dressing thing with an egg. It's an egg inside of an egg.
Yes.
I know somebody out there is thinking exception right now. Stop it.
Egg sex.
No.
I wasn't thinking of that until you mentioned it.
Egg
Wait,
sex.
Ouch! You're hurting me.
Egg sex.
What?
Birdo must be having egg sex.
You don't have
alright.
sex with eggs. Eggs are the result of sex.
And you don't need to have sex to produce unfertilized eggs.
Oh.
This is true.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Oh. Oh.
Are you not aware of how chicken eggs that you get in the supermarket are not fertilized?
That's why you don't have to worry about opening one up and finding a beak.
Usually.
Usually.
There is actually a dish in places where they do actually have
Shut up,
fertilized
Eld.
eggs.
Yeah, they do that in like China.
Yeah.
I believe that's one of those things where it just kind of happens accidentally, so they pass it off as being gourmet.
No, it's an actual tradition.
Get it while it's hot.
I have nothing to say.
Oh yeah, you're using the shocker on her.
Oh, God.
Well, don't ask questions, Code. Don't ask questions like that.
And they weren't really calling. It was Belle.
What?
I think we were all joking or something.
What am I
think
calling
this has
who?
gotten out of
What?
control.
Read the chat, Eld.
I don't recall calling him.
Let you go.
I don't recall calling him a sexual deviant ever.
Why am I fucking hearing?
Birdo's never gonna let me go.
I said that.
Thanks for the freaking rickroll.
Know the rules, and so do
Who
I.
is playing that? Who's it coming from?
Foul!
Oh.
It's from the guy.
And that Birdo.
Oh Zeta, this song makes me think of you. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, I'm never gonna turn around and hurt you.
You realize you are probably way behind everybody else in the song.
Okay.
Me?
Yes, you with the shitty internet.
That could be referring to several people in the call.
Well, the one who's had to wait for their internet to load more than anybody else right now.
That true.
Actually, Crystal and Squirrel were in pretty much sync for that.
Really?
No, that's
Also,
not
the
right.
cops,
Okay.
Vivo, or yeah, the
And then,
music copyright. They've called the cops on me.
Uh-oh.
Come
Uh-oh.
take me away.
I'm spinning. This is not good.
Well,
Why are
just
you
hold
spinning?
on. Maybe it's
No,
somebody
my-
spins them right round. Maybe right
My
round.
icon
like
on
a
my
record,
Skype
maybe
icon
round,
thingy
round,
is
round,
doing
round.
that spinning. My
Okay,
icon
that's
thingy
enough
is
of
doing
that.
that spinning thing.
I got more coins, and I
That's never a good
believe
thing.
there is something on here. Yeah,
and
I was
then,
right.
and then Twitch pretty much put the copyright strike on us.
By the way, I'm muting the stream until Rick Astley is
Except we're not on Twitch.
until Rick Astley is done. That's 'cause I'm
Okay.
getting
Beld
annoyed.
Beld is streaming on Twitch. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just getting annoyed with the deafening din of
It's
him.
done now, so.
Okay, good. Okay, now it's not deafening.
But you don't like the rickroll?
Not when it drowns out half of everything else.
You
No.
can always turn down your
Oh
volume.
god, I got a shit.
That's basically what I did. I just went all the way to
Did
the clear.
not need to know that.
Really, Sophie?
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for that.
We didn't, Sophie.
is this Malo saying this?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hey, wait a second.
Someone
A whole
needed to
second?
take a shit. That's why they're waiting. Someone needs to take a dump.
And what? One day we will play What Is Love on this stream.
I'm pretty sure we've already done that.
Oh, really? Of course.
I
Okay,
wasn't.
I'll on your
Open.
Bowser lines.
I think it was the 8-bit
Oh, no.
version, wasn't it?
It's locked.
Yeah, I had that in my Game Destroyer's game. It was like a
8-bit
MIDI
version.
file of it.
Wait, what?
Arklon, your Bowser, your Bowser.
Lord.
What
Bowser.
is what is long?
What is Lord?
Worst typo ever.
Mhm.
Yep.
Looks like it's up to me
What
to
is
get us
Lord?
out and get
Baby,
another
don't
jam.
hurt me. Don't hurt me.
This
No
is
more.
probably the worst.
Alrighty, Bowser's lines. Let's not sing over them.
Mm.
Bowser's cool. You don't sing over Bowser's lines.
Bowser is love. Bowser
Feast
is
your
love.
eyes on this show of brains and brawn.
Really.
And Mallow lines.
Stand back. You goddamn marshmallow.
Marshmallows are evil.
They're clouds, actually.
Marshmallow clouds.
Wait, Code, you did not just call me a lily cup.
Wait, what?
I'm talking to him on another thing.
We
at the
lose,
same time.
squirrel.
Apparently we did.
Squirrel.
His computer probably just like exploded
Fine, I'll take over.
Must have
because
been.
someone said that his computer would.
And
My dad's really bedridden. We really shouldn't make so much noise. Also, I'm apparently going through puberty.
are you trying to make me think of
What?
nothing?
We need another plan, and it sounds like somebody's microwave is done.
That would be mine.
Get a Hot
WikiLeaks?
Pocket.
What the fuck is? Who the fuck is that?
WikiLeaks.
I guess we should find Valentina and force the truth out of her.
Wikipedia makes leaks.
That would be very dependent on what problem it is in the first place, Shade. If you have a problem with your hard drive, rebooting can make there be a lot more problems. If the computer was able to
But-
start up the last time and has now since had a hard drive corruption that will mean it can't boot up again,
But what about the door?
Or maybe your computer had blue screen.
okay? It can have a blue screen for a lot of reasons.
Who? What?
Okay, Mush? Okay?
The hell does that have to do with anything?
Listen, you never
Okay.
ever
I
talk
bet
to
you-
the.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up or I'll bite your face off. Listen, you never ever talk to the leader of the Koopa Troop like that. Oh, I hate.
A lot of things apparently.
I
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah, I mentioned hope. I like it.
Who are you,
That-
WikiLeaks?
I'll ignore it this time, but don't let it happen again.
Given what Evie just said, apparently it's someone she knows. Possibly.
Oh,
I don't
Yes,
I don't know.
recall anybody mentioning Hope, Mush.
I did. I did.
Oh.
Shy away.
Queen Valentina! Dum-de-dum. Queen Valentina!
And he didn't know it's Mario.
Oh, you noticed him.
He just doesn't care because he's an idiot.
He's just like, oh look, Mario. I better go tell somebody.
I'm pretty sure that he is literally the highest person in the entire game. You know, just once you should probably give a heavy troop a chance to actually attack.
I suppose. Next one I see, if there is another one, I'll let get one attack off.
Oh, it's Code.
There is another heavy trooper.
Yeah, that was a season 15 episode. Season 6 was that like 2002 or 3 or so? And yeah, that was spelled WikiLeaks, like, you know, the actual normal term, wiki.
Which is a reference to the actual thing, WikiLeaks.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like how they had Mel Gibson, who was an actual reference to a guy named Mel Gibson. Okay, we're letting the one heavy trooper get an attack. Whee!
Yeah.
Very thrilling.
That attack does look very painful, though.
Hey, Squirrel is back.
Yay!
Queen Valentina! I remember I was trying to go for a Louis Anderson voice last time.
Oh, Purple's not here to voice Valentina.
That Mario creature who beat up Smilax is here.
Where is Purple tonight?
He's on
It's on
vacation.
vacation.
Oh, okay.
Who could do a good LSP voice? I could do an okay one, but if anybody else can do a good one.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
got
getting a
nothing
lot
for
of
that.
voices today. Okay, I'll try my best LSP. Mario? What does a Mario look like?
What is a Mario? Nothing but a miserable little pile of jumping.
But enough talk, have action.
Well, it has a bushy mustache, long sideburns, and a pair of... Well, they're
Huge.
mean-looking legs. Yes, legs. That's totally what I'm talking about here.
So it's the Bird Mafia?
I have the feeling I've seen this Mario before. Suddenly, the ghost of Mario appears. Wait, yes, it was that statue that Garo just delivered. Well, I am very drunk, so...
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
I'll come back.
What? What are we going to do? What are we gonna do, Valentina?
Don't cry for me, Valentina.
Well, we certainly aren't going to listen to your pointless chatter. Frankly speaking, I'm not going to worry. Without this key, the king can't go anywhere.
Because all of the fireballs and energy beams and everything else that we have can't break down a door.
Hush! I said shut up already! What the? That isn't a statue. That's a Mario. Alright, scroll back.
Okay, so
I don't think scroll's back.
I don't talk out of turn very often, or at least I try not to, especially not during an actual text. But I did just see the best line I've ever seen in a game. What do you have to sell? You know, proton torpedoes, nuclear warheads, all the necessities of daily life.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess squirrel's not back. So
Nope.
Let me ask Mallow.
Squirrel's dead.
Feeling like a one-man show here. Valentina!
Hey, Fal, I'll do Mallow until he's back,
Okay.
just to lighten up your load. Valentina! Hand over the key now!
And the best assault ever.
Ack! My face!
How utterly rude! Who in places are you anyway?
Me? I'm the real prince, that's who.
Will the real Prince Mallow please stand up?
Oh, gosh.
Belle, you're really pungent. You know that?
Brat!
Honey.
How dare you listen in on a private conversation?
Huh? What are you talking about, Zeta?
He's
No
talking
idea.
about Smash.
Ah.
Oh, and Squirrel's back online again.
Yeah, well, if you can get in the call, that's what counts.
Private? Private? Everyone in a 10-mile radius could hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a really weird expression on Mallow's face right there.
Harumph! If you're gonna beat this road, I'm simply gonna leave.
Okay.
So long, chomps.
You're like a bitch. Yeah.
It's like an RPG for people who don't like RPG.
Hey, Valentina ran away.
Ray Valentina ran away.
Eh.
They ran away.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I shall fly the coop, too.
You know, coops are actually very small. You can't really fly in them.
I think we missed a boat here.
Shut the fuck up, Mallow.
How dare you? You're just a shy guy. I'm the real prince. So, we'd better get moving too, Mario.
Yeah.
Since you can totally run during cutscenes.
So I went Adam.
I added him.
Is he in? I can't add him for some reason. That's weird.
That would.
I added him.
My internet just completely went boop.
Yeah. Poop.
That would be
And I
presumably
don't
why you
know
would not
why.
be. That would be
Maybe because
quite
the
common.
internet hates you for some reason.
Oh,
You
I'm pretty
missed
sure
my
it says-
really good
So we
bad
better
LSP.
So we better get moving too. Come on, let's get him.
Yeah, Sophie already read it.
Yeah, it's time
Okay.
to go. Like, you missed your chance, so I, took it.
Like, totally.
It's not really that I missed my chance. It's the fact that
He
it's not really
totally
that I
missed
my
his chance.
Totes for shoats.
What?
Totes faux shoats. Also,
Okay.
that guy just kills himself. Well, that was easy.
What What?
You'll see.
Oh. Well, that sure was a thing. You know what I would be most amused by is if a monster killed themselves and got a once again.
That would be amazing.
That would be funny.
Or a lucky.
Yes, even that would be even better.
Yes.
Or a defense up.
Yes.
I got crystalline. What the hell is that?
But that would be kind of terrible for us.
Not
This is
given that
Party's
the monster
defensive
is
battle.
dead.
I don't even remember
Oh
that.
yeah.
We got a lot of bluebirds in the way. At least
No,
they're
there's
not
a
giving
star
me blue
coming up.
balls.
I'm still
And
doing
I
this
am.
now, so
These battles are really getting very samey.
Yep. That's because they're all
Yeah,
the
because
same.
you pretty much can just nuke them.
No, I mean that it's literally the same enemy configuration for every single one. Or did you not notice that?
Yeah! I just killed Dodo with a star. That was easy.
I wasn't aware you could actually do that.
Oh, yeah, that's why that star is there in that hallway.
Huh.
Doesn't killing them with a star reduce the amount of EXP you get from them?
Nope.
Even if it does, it's not by that much. And the max level is so low that it doesn't really make much of a difference either way.
Something wrong here.
Wow, I sobered fast.
That's a good thing.
I have a
Oh.
black screen.
That metabolism of mine, man. That metabolism of mine.
No matter what of mine.
well, I'm sober now as well, so
I'm.
I have a black screen.
You have a black screen.
I like how it's basically impossible to tell when Squirrel is actually drunk and when he's not.
no, there's a way to tell.
Yeah.
He's slightly sexual. That never happens if he's sober.
That's true.
Okay, there we go. Pulling up
I
my.
normally try to
Mush,
keep myself
Mush,
under
I'm just
control
talking about
all the time.
I'm just talking about how bad a hangover would be.
So drink a lot of water.
I don't know.
Yes.
The first one was pretty good, but the
Yes,
second
drink
two were
water
just
helps.
kind of getting annoying.
I don't like drinking water. I don't drink water anyways.
Well, change that
That's-
procedure and you won't get a headache.
Yeah,
I don't usually get them
big
anyway.
part of it. A big part of being hungover is being dehydrated.
Yes.
Yep.
Which always makes me laugh when they offer, pretzels at bars.
Or
That's just
beer
when
nuts.
dehydrates
Great Valentina, is the king showing any improvement? Need another voice, quick.
I
And how is his wife, the
can't see
queen?
anything.
And tell me, Prince Mallow where's he hiding these days? You know what I think? The truth is...
Get out of here! The truth is...
Oh, what I think?
You know what I think?
Ah!
The truth is out there.
You just have to find it.
Oh, what happened?
Mine just froze.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
So did
Hitbox
mine.
blew up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It froze,
It even
so I
froze
decided
for
to
me.
reload it.
It's just
Wow.
dropping frames like mad.
Hitbox
Like man?
died.
And now
It's raining
really is
frames.
completely
Hallelujah, it's
black.
raining frames.
Oh, well, I'll just
God.
voice what Valentina said. She's like, "Shut up, all of you! Mario's here now. Dodo, where the hell are you? We're gonna get into a battle."
It's
Refreshing,
raining
seeing if this
technical
works.
signals, so blah, blah, blah.
My hitbox isn't working.
Hitbox is dead.
Hitbox is toast.
Hitbox is no more.
Hitbox is
Bye,
explode.
Hitbox.
Hitbox, more like shitbox.
What did they? What?
I have sound, but I don't have any video at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
me
have
restart the stream. Ooh,
please.
power down.
We'll see if that does anything.
Hitbox
Hopefully it
isn't
does.
such a hit, I guess.
More like Missbox.
You would think for as long as they've been in beta, they would have really improved at some point along the way.
Okay,
They have
restart
gotten
it.
better
They do.
about it overall. I think it's just that they're getting more popular faster than they're expanding their server set.
Yeah.
Okay, it's restarted and dropping frames like crazy.
Not good.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow, it's
I've
already 1 a.m.
encoded 141 frames and I've dropped 700.
It's okay. I might get off early tonight anyway. I'm trying to pass
Wow,
out already.
Arklon.
Dude, Ark, it just turned midnight here.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm
1
starting
a.m.
to pass
It's-
out.
It's 1:05 a.m. here.
Let me try restarting it again.
Well,
Man up.
what time it is for you there, Evie, doesn't really matter to what time it is for Arklon.
Also, doesn't matter how tired he is.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I'm
No,
falling
Vernon,
asleep as
nobody
early
is
as
allowed to
10.
be as tired
Okay,
when I'm not
it's,
tired.
It's encoding
I'm-
frames now.
I'm-
Wow, Belle, way to completely not understand
Okay, hey,
at all.
I think
No, I was
everybody
making a joke, Vernon. Or did you not pick
Everybody
up on the
refresh.
voice tone?
Everybody refresh.
Okay, okay.
It's
I'm
rendering
refreshed.
fine for me.
Refreshed.
To Vernon by a landslide.
Dodo! Dodo! See if it actually works.
It's fine for me. I didn't even need to refresh here.
I can see things.
Yep, and I see something
I
moving in
can
the
see
top
it.
corner, so I know it is.
Oh, the bird has a permanent brain cramp! Dodo! Do you hear me? Get over here now! I need some help entertaining Mario! So move it! Come here now!
Oh my.
I had to refresh.
And now we have one of the earliest instances of what is
Dodo!
effectively
Dodo!
jiggle physics.
Come here this minute! Don't just sit there! Help me!
This is basically some of the earliest jiggle physics ever.
Good
Jiggle
luck beating
physics.
Dodo with Mallow alone.
Oh, it'll be fine. Mallow has shocker. Dodo's a flying type. He should be weak against electricity.
Of course it is.
That was funny. Unnerds will not get this joke.
No, I think a lot of people who aren't nerds will get that joke. I'm pretty sure playing Pokemon is pretty widespread.
Dude,
course it
even the
is.
jocks played Pokemon back in the day.
Yeah.
And
fact that it's
Pokemans
been a
are pretty
thing
much
for-
everyone.
Pokemon has pretty much been a thing for almost 20 years now, so kind of
Indeed.
past that point of being obscure and only something specific nerds would get.
Wait. Wait, with that attack that you keep using with Mallow, when he like leaves his pants and shoes on the ground and it's just like the upper half of his body, does that mean that those legs are just the shoes attached to the roundness of his body and somehow moving? Because
No, I'm pretty sure it's just that he's a cloud, and thus it's like he has little bits of his legs left over.
And totally beat him. You got it.
wait, what about boobs, Frosty?
I would assume the boobs of Queen Valentina.
Yeah, when you hit her, they like go.
and now Zeta's like, what's a Pokemans?
Yes, we can all see that.
She thinks she's Jessica Rabbit.
want a banana?
A moon.
Oh,
Dodo, how could you lose already? Well, come on, get over here. Let's see how many star hits I can get. One. I fucked up.
Oops.
Such star. Wow.
wow, so well done.
It's like 1 and
Alright, Mallow, redeem yourself with a better star attack.
I'll do my best.
If I might ask, what the hell is Valentina?
Valentina is a lady.
No, that's pretty politically incorrect to ask what somebody is.
Yeah.
Show
only
some
thing I-
sensitivity, squirrel.
Racist
PC
fuck.
shit will be the death of all sorts of. You know, it's quite literally double speak.
Is that bird on her head making her hair? Is that bird dead or alive?
Yes.
Well, we do have jiggle
It is an
physics.
ex-parrot.
Ex-parasite?
No one said parasite.
Ex-parrot. God, am I really
So
that
just-
old?
No, you said X.
No, no,
yes,
no.
you are,
I
Sylphie.
get it.
You are.
Thank you. At least somebody got it.
Well,
I
pretty much
got
everyone
it. But that doesn't mean. The thing to remember is most of the people here aren't that much younger than you are.
This.
I
Show's over, folks. No, let's get out of here. Well, everyone, until we meet again.
Yay! They won! Woohoo! Hee-haw!
Squirrel.
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 Squirrel!
Squirrel!
I'm here. It takes a long time.
Whoa!
They're gone.
Damn you, delayed.
Hurry, let's go after her. I know she has the key. Ah! Ow!
I love this bit.
Oh, Mario, look!
Nice, Frosty. Nice.
And Mario prepares for the tearful reunion here.
Wait, we didn't saw Umbrella in his inventory.
Did I just... I think I did. Mom! Dad! I'd like you to meet Mario.
Sophie, you should be the king. You haven't had many voices.
Okay. I say, how
my
can
other
we
two.
ever thank you enough?
The king is a
If
cat.
Vernon hasn't had a voice in a while, you should be Queen Nimbus.
I'm Mallow's father, King of Nimbus.
I'll have Gino's voice in just a few seconds, so yeah, that'll do.
Oh,
No, my wife needs to have a really quiet voice.
Hello, everyone. Like you say, thanks for looking after my dear cat.
No.
No!
Mom, do you have a toad in your voice?
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear, what can the matter be? Well, I
The question, why didn't you have one of the actual, two females in the group voicing the queen?
Another question.
just
Why didn't any of them pipe in?
I just lost all my hearing.
That's fine.
This is Princess Toadstool from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Because I have her. I'm already royalty enough.
Man, this takes far too long.
So, you missed your line.
I've heard, but what were we doing again, dear? I'm tired.
Are you? Oh.
Alright, Sophie, you're fired.
Aw.
Queen
Harold,
Nimbus.
you can do
I at
that.
least have an ex-
Do this. You can do King Nimbus's voice from now on.
No, I can do it. I just
No, you're
thought-
fired. You're narcoleptic and you missed your line.
I got lost on the way to the stream.
Don't embarrass Junior, dear.
Junior?
This is taking far too long for the things to change.
Oh, never mind.
Suddenly reminded of some character, but I can't pinpoint who.
Eeyore?
Squirrel!
Not of that, but someone else.
It takes a while, dude. Be patient. I can't help it.
If
The
I'm
guy
gonna be
reading at 1 word per minute is telling somebody else to hurry up here?
Well, Fowl,
This
they
is
are
Mario.
they are actually
My problem
coming
is
really slowly for everyone.
Very.
Well, that's because I'm trying to give time for the ones who have a longer delay to catch up to the ones who have a shorter delay. So that
Yeah,
everybody's
from
not
the
getting
start.
their lines after they've already passed.
I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Have you been at the drink again?
Maybe.
I mean, he is supposed to be a little bit excited here.
I
watching
sincerely
everybody-
thank you. You don't mean they Mario? Jumping Mario? Autograph, please.
It's funny how almost every one of your characters tends towards that southern drawl.
Gee, I wonder if that could be that he has a southern drawl.
Do
But
I
he
have
really
a southern
doesn't when he speaks.
He kind of doesn't have
no,
a
he
little
doesn't.
bit sometimes.
If I do, it's because I'm being sarcastic. Okay. Then how about showing me just a little jump? Tiny hop will do.
Although I'm pretty sure this is not going for southern drawl, it's more going for British.
I don't know what I'm going for. I'm just going.
Well, he started out British, then when we told him to be excited, he went southern, and then he sort of went Australian.
Kinda.
Just globetrotting right now.
Oh, fantastic!
Navi as the Germans!
Next we go Indian. And then Russian.
Dad, I think you're a red.
It's like,
Dad, I think you're a red.
Show me again later. Him.
What other characters
And
were
who do you have over here, Ja?
what other
Drop
characters
their
were
bottle.
making that for?
so many voices.
No, I don't remember.
Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
This is Bowser, leader of the Koopa Troop.
Another famous person. This is just too much. I must have your autograph.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
Pizza the Hut?
accent was that supposed to be?
I think Pizza the Hut.
What are you doing?
Dear, behave yourself, please.
And stop changing your voice for the love of God!
Says
Please
Dr.
stop
Fred.
changing.
You wish you could do Dr. Fred's voice.
No, not even a little scribble. Okay.
What the hell was that one?
The fuck?
High on PCP voice?
You are rapidly going. Zed is like he's systematically being every royalty of every nation.
Yes, I'm quite forgetting my manners. Well,
And your personality.
He has
King
multiple
has,
personalities.
that.
You know, Valium helps that, you know?
and
Prince
who do we
Valium.
have over here?
We have, but it's the Adventures of Prince Valium. Clearly.
Who's breathing on their mic?
That would be Fernand's fan.
Yep.
Yep, Vernon's so popular he has his own fan.
Oh, Bill.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
Gina.
see,
Who I told you about
that
before.
story about the Star Street. How awful.
Hey, Nico, my cousin, welcome to America.
Wait, just like,
cloudy
Let's see what the pizza pie.
No, I don't think it was
Should I go?
Italian.
Maybe you should go full. Should go full 5-0 the American tail. 5-0 American
Vernon?
tail.
What on
And
earth are you
Vernon,
trying
you're gonna
to
piss your
say,
mind.
Squirrel?
that's Star Row.
Maybe you should go. Maybe you should go full American tail and just do Fievel's dad.
What?
None of you know who
Just-
that is, do you?
Just shut up, squirrel.
Mr. Moskowitz.
Doing so.
He had a voice that was like Russian.
By the way, a little before Valentina took over, a large star fell into the volcano. Well, shit. That probably got incinerated.
Nah, stars are very resilient to magma.
They can bounce on them for a bit.
Magma.
More like
With
Star
liquid hot
Dragon.
magma.
But the dreaded Star Dragon inhabits the volcano. It's going to be tough.
Is that trying to be a Bane voice?
I don't know. I'm just going, okay?
I don't know what that's trying to be.
Getting our star out of there.
That would be the worst Bane impression ever if that was a Bane voice.
Right. It's going to be tough getting the star out of there.
Now the question is, can you do a Greek accent?
Perhaps all of you working together could handle that beast. I don't know, though.
Now I'm reminded of someone from Homestar Runner.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now you gotta do the next voice as strong, bad.
Absolutely not. I don't bow to the public's demands, foul.
Not too strong, man.
Why? When I was young,
Be Batman.
Yes.
When I was a young lad.
I think only Fowl has the gravel to do Batman.
Oh, when I was a young man, a drinking did I go.
When I was a young man, my parents.
Died.
No!
You bring back those bad memories.
Actually, my parents just decided they didn't want to raise me anymore. So they
That
faked their own deaths.
That sounded more like a
I bet man.
cowboy. Yes, dear. Now once at the volcano, find Hino Pio. Okay then. We'll be able to
Hinopio!
help you.
It's a playoff of Kinopio, which is Toad's Japanese name. Hinopio would be from the word heat, which means fire.
So it's a hot toad, okay?
He's a fire toad.
Perfect.
So
How
it's
about
a-
we don't have Beld voice act him?
No. He's gonna have to be like some really deep voice toad.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, I have his picture here. Just 1 second.
You be careful, Mallow.
Oh, really?
Oh, it must be frozen.
Yeah, really.
Well, I was going to say that, but the Mario Wiki doesn't actually have his picture. Let's see.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. Like it
That
has-
is surprising, given how nerdy people are about Mario.
Does,
Oh, I'm gonna
does
just
the
Google
guy have
name there.
his picture?
That's what I was trying to get to
All
say,
pictures.
but you know, the guide itself does have a
There's
larger version of Hinopio.
Okay,
which-
Mom.
Well, that
Sorry.
sure is an image.
That's
Look
Hinopio.
at-
that's-
That hot toad.
that's
No, you need to do the
that-
stoner voice for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a
Guys.
stoner.
Let's run and
Kinda.
talk.
Yeah,
Either
see,
that or-
that's just the sprite
Look at him.
enlarged.
Look at him.
He kind of looks Jamaican-ish.
Yeah, I was also
Sell you
thinking that he
some
looks like a Jamaican.
He's a Jamaican me angry.
He's
Really?
Keep Jamaican those puns. I'm gonna throw you in the
He's-
volcano.
He's a white
That was pretty
Jamaican.
pungent, Beld.
Nowhere near as pungent as you after Taco Bell, though.
Oh.
Oh no, we could try the Isaac Hayes voice. Well, hello there, Mario. I can't do Isaac Hayes voice, maybe.
No, Falcor. That's who we need to have the voice.
Which one?
Which
There's
do you
three of 'em.
think? Which do you think I would pick for Falcor?
there.
Falcor? What?
The one which
Welcome to Barrel Volcano.
Is Squirrel going to say his line at any point now?
I don't know, Squirrel. Are you gonna say
It's
your
not
line?
loading.
Refresh then.
There it goes.
But I probably won't come back until we find the star.
Let's go. So what's
And
the
his
time?
parents then say, "Thank God he won't be coming back until they find the star." His parents probably hope that he
Someone
never
has
ever
a
finds it
secret.
ever. But yeah, I vote for Falcor voice for him.
Well, he actually only has I think 3 lines total.
Yeah, he just runs a shop. That's about it.
Well, it's sort of like a triple shop. It's weapons and armor, items, and inn all in one.
Huh.
And he has separate counters for each one, and he just
Do you
runs
guys
back and forth.
Do you guys flipping see that giant crab in the picture that I just posted? Like the huge ass crab.
I can see it. I was gonna say I didn't saw it, but
that's a
now I
crab.
see it.
Yeah, that sure
Okay.
is a crab.
Probably.
I'm
That's
hoping that
either A, like a sandbar
Photoshop.
kind of thing, or B, a Photoshop.
Yeah.
I'm praying it is.
Well, crabs don't get
or,
that.
or there's a possibility of crab somehow became that big.
Or
Yeah,
it's
see,
just
except-
a really tiny town and a normal-sized crab.
Actually, that
That
is
too.
another possibility.
Because it
They
could just
gave
be
me
like
another job as a guard. Prince Mallow.
kind of like one of
Thank you
those
so much. Oh wait, that's Mallow's line.
kind of like one of those fish tank, model treasure chests or castles or whatever. Something like
Right.
that for a crab.
Yeah. Or maybe a crab became Godzilla all of a sudden.
Or this is a microscopic shot of.
Go on without me. Completely blacked out.
Oh, I was gonna say Tony Stark's crotch, but
What?
What?
Oh,
He took you a while.
Well, I wasn't thinking that. I was trying to figure out how little buildings
Thank you so
made
much.
sense for his
We were able to
crotch.
rescue my father with the key you gave us.
Hi, Tenta.
Tenta's here.
Tenta comes in on talking about Tony Stark's crotch.
Yeah.
And crabs.
Don't mention it.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna keep walking into this wall.
Besides, it was you who actually rescued him. Oh, good luck in the future. You too. Prince. The artist formerly known as. Here, this for me. Please take it. Got a flowers are. Did you know there are hot springs? Did you?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's the fastest I've ever gone.
What?
What?
And just random NPC lines. We don't need to
What?
voice all. That's the fastest he's ever gone. Oh, look, we got new statues in the next room.
Oh goody.
Huh.
You
About-
can't actually hear my new fan, right?
No.
We hear it now.
No.
Maybe that's still Ferdinand's.
No, that I'm pretty sure is just Vernon's.
Hear that, fan?
Whoa.
Now we hear that fan.
Stop.
Please
Yeah,
stop
that
that.
was the jet engine.
In a way. I'm bobbing back and forth in this chair. And don't be fucking perverted.
I didn't say a
Checking
thing.
out.
I didn't need to say a thing.
I heard some giggles.
Yeah, that was me.
Now, you see, I
I
think clearly if we just have someone do a Falcor voice, then Arklon will be wide awake.
Okay, Arklon, are you gonna wake up?
God damn it. I'm definitely going to sleep now. Don't go foul.
Are you sure you can sleep with that much rage?
Halloween, Halloween, happy, happy Halloween, silver
Rage
shamrock.
quit sleep.
Squirrel.
Squirrel, I haven't even shown that movie yet. They don't even know what the hell you're singing.
Well,
What?
most of, at least some of us do.
Oh, okay.
What?
I just don't care. I just assume
I
whatever
don't remember
squirrel's
if there's
singing
any
is
I
other
wanna know
random.
what it
I
is.
think I got them all, but
Oh, we'll
They'll
find
just
out
assume
eventually.
anything I say is useless.
Which is
Maybe,
you know,
maybe this month if it
I'm trying
gets
to
voted
remember
in.
where I
don't know.
gotta go to get the. I think it's in one of these houses. To get the thing.
They-
The
yeah,
thing.
it's
What
in the
thing?
upper right house.
Yeah.
And then the shy away is like straight out from there.
The thing.
no.
The thing
Sylphie,
with the
you were
thing?
voicing Croco, right?
Yes, he was.
What? Croco? Oh, Croco's actually here. That's right. I forgot he made an appearance in Nimbus Land.
God
Sasha's
damn
here.
it, Frosty.
Hey, we meet again!
Croco Southern.
Sasha's here.
I think, what was the voice I was using for him? This here land is rich. It's got tons of loot and I want it all.
Stupid, stupid black box of death.
But hey,
Hey.
I'm not sweating. This device will tell me where all the treasures are hidden.
And then he immediately loses it.
The rest of them are mine. All mine. Adios, fools.
Wow, I'm actually completely caught up now. Hooray.
Alright, I'm getting out of
I
here.
can
See you
walk on
guys
thin air.
later and stuff.
Good night.
Bye,
Ow!
Archon.
Oh! Busted!
Bye, our
What to do? What to do? I guess I will just keep flapping away in this weird angle.
or I'll just attack you.
He's weak.
I'll give you this fertilizer if you let me go. Okay?
What
No,
was
Did we
sir.
literally
for a
did we literally just collect a shy guy's poo?
No. We
What we're
collect
going to do with fertilizer?
I'll show you exactly what we're going to do with fertilizer. We've got to
But the
take
question
it.
is, how am I walking on air? Oh, believe it or not, I am walking on air.
Believe it or not, it's just me.
It's just me, Mario.
Okay, so we got to go to this place that wasn't there before. And talk to this
Wait
guy.
a sec. Oh, wait, hold on. It's like the Bean Valley. Is this like the intro to the Bean Kingdom?
No.
Okay, gotta read this fast.
No.
I'm gonna do it because I don't trust anybody else to read that fast. Incredible! I can't believe it's the legendary sea, and I read about the ancient gardening texts. These are so rare, you can't even comprehend how huge discoveries this is. I spent my whole life searching for one. Hey, I haven't finished yet.
It's too much, I tell ya.
Oh, I missed that part.
Hey, what do you know? I was the guy who read the entire intro to Deadly Towers in a single run. So yeah, I could have managed that.
I nominate Fernan to finish.
Okay. Vernon, you can play the old man from there on out.
The seed.
Okay. Well, that's my story. Say, will you give me the seed?
I am not going to comment about any of this.
Do you mean weed?
No, we don't.
I finally have it.
Huh?
What was that?
Get ready for the next part.
I know. Also, shut up, everybody else. This is extraordinary.
Talking.
Yeah, you know what you have there? Fertilizer comes from the Shire Waypoint. Famous for its miraculous speech gardening. I look for it even beyond the cliffs, even tried Bean Valley, but failed. I've traveled around the world and wasted. Ah, damn it.
So close.
So close, so very close.
I saw waited a lifetime and then the rest of it was gone. Yes, you might say I have fertilizer on the brain.
He's a literal shithead.
What do you think he keeps under that hat?
That's not a hat. That's his mushroom cap.
Well, we've seen Toad take it off before, so...
Boobs, boobs.
You give it to me.
Boobs, boobs.
Give it to me, baby.
Thank you.
Why do they put quotes around
And
all
the
of
Goyles
this?
say I'm pretty fly for a rabbi.
That is a very good question, Beld. I finally have both the seed and the fertilizer. I'll try them out right away. I'll plant the seed. And give it fertilizer.
He looks like he's humping the pot.
Okay, everybody quiet. Fernand's got the big challenge
I was
coming up now.
gonna say that.
Nothing's happening. Wow. This is amazing. This is unreal. This is just like winning the lottery, only without the taxes. I mean, this is like falling out of an airplane without a parachute and hitting a gaggle of geese in midair who break your fall. Wait until everybody's over Happy Gardener's Monthly Review about this. I'm going to be famous. Damn it, the last line again. You could use a little more fertilizer.
Maybe I could read it that fast.
I probably could. But then again, I also can, like...
I could read it, I just couldn't read it aloud that fast.
Yeah, when you
probably
try to do something
Even
out
after.
loud, you slow down significantly.
Alright, we got the best weapon for Mario now.
I mean, I had a monologue
Oh.
that I had to read and
A lazy
memorize
show?
that...
Fuck!
What
I'm out
happened?
of soda. This is totally unacceptable.
Oh, this
First world
will
problems.
significantly lower Peach's attack and
Heal.
magic attack.
Which also reduces her healing.
Yeah, but
The,
it's a manageable amount.
the lazy shell was always the one strongest armor that I always sold.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with the lower healing personally.
But now,
Yeah.
pretty much, we can beat Kulex if we so choose.
Alright,
But,
still waiting.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
On stream
I
right
said
now.
if we so choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be extremely long and boring to do it this way.
No, let's do it. We got this.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Archon's
got this.
asleep. I think it's time to take a break here. We cleared Nimbus Land, and we'll just
Okay.
save Barrel Volcano for next time.
Well, look at it this way, Fal. You could either try to do. Why don't we do the Kulex fight now? Because there's not going to be a whole lot of dialogue aside from us babbling during it, for the most part. That way,
Yeah.
we're not using up Arklon's time. Because I don't know of anybody else here who has a time limit or anything like that tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow it's going to be Zetas. So
Yep.
Or-
No, what I mean is I don't know of anybody else who has anything to do tomorrow morning that they need to go to
Oh.
sleep soon.
okay.
Well,
Plus,
except for
I'm
the
really not set up and ready or in a position in my game.
Boing, boing, boing! I'm trying really hard, Mario, so you have to try hard too!
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Sylphie?
I'm really not set up yet to stream Monster Girl Quest, and I told Bill I would. So you have a little bit of time because I will stream it, but I'm not ready to yet.
I'm thinking about streaming something, but
I'd rather. No, Sylphie has something much more interesting to stream than whatever you would stream.
Oh, but it's going to be so
I don't know.
slow and boring if just
Okay.
Princess.
Besides,
I don't know,
I
I'm
want to
not
watch
upset.
it.
And I was going to say, Sophie, that two of the people here are in school and are on regular sleep schedules now. So
Wham.
there's that.
Fernan,
Mhm.
Unless
you remember
it's-
that they're also teenagers, therefore
Hey.
their sleep is not important because they'll literally sleep all day or anything, or during class. It's not important because American high
it's
school
important
teaches
to me
dick.
now.
Okay,
American
one,
I
high
would
school
re-
teaches dick.
Yes,
What?
which means a lot when one of them
It's
is
important to me now
Canadian.
because I
Yes,
promised
one.
myself.
Okay, well, fine. If you're a foreigner, get the fuck out. There, problem solved.
okay, one,
Yeah, xenophobia for the win.
exactly.
Can the Beta just talk?
One of those
That's the point.
schools.
It's also Saturday tomorrow, so they don't
Shut
have
the
to sleep
fuck up.
early.
The Beta is talking.
Sorry.
Okay, one, yes, I'm Canadian. In Canada, so I have Canadian school. Two, I'm in a fucking arts high school, meaning I also have outside of school projects for school, like having to go to places for theater because drama in my arts high school. I have to get up at 7 a.m. on Sunday and be at my school really, really early on Sunday fucking morning for a fucking show. So yes, even on weekends, I do have a sleep schedule, and I
Fuck
do
yeah.
sleep.
Okay. And?
I can't throw my sleep schedule too far out of whack, otherwise I can't recover by Monday and go to work.
Yeah, but Val, you're old.
I'm not. I don't feel sleepy.
Right for the throat there, eh?
How old are you, Sylphie?
25? Yeah, I know I'm getting there.
I was gonna say we're not that far apart.
Say, I know I'm getting there, and it's gonna
I
come
am-
the day.
I am intrigued that you sound that I am actually older than you, Sylvie.
Are you 26?
You actually keep
I am-
the shiny stone.
I am
Nice.
27 now.
Wow. That kind of surprises me because you sound like you're 19.
I really don't want to
I
take
have
on.
sounded like I'm
Yeah.
19 for a long time.
Oh, hey, there's a flower jar.
I'll probably sound like I'm 17 for the rest of my life. Just like Anthony Horowitz.
What?
I
Oh,
might
and
sound like
The
just
voice of
a-
Invader
Nepeta.
Zim.
Nepeta. I'm not
I-
speaking down on
Wait, what?
on any school, okay? And I'm not
Okay.
speaking down on Canada. So calm.
Yeah, I will probably have this type of voice for the rest of my life, or at least until I start getting old to the point that my voice actually starts going gravelly. Like at age 70 or something.
But yeah, because
Several Yas? What's a
But,
Yas?
I think he meant years.
Safety badge, right?
Several yes.
No, safety. That's what I want.
Oh,
Several
several of
years.
yous. Several.
Several of yeast.
But what was I going to say?
It's not really hard to be older than some of the people in this stream, Tiger. It really isn't.
Okay, let's try it
besides,
out.
getting older just takes time.
But yeah, with
I
my
am
art,
almost twice as old as one of the people currently in this stream.
You mean
I
me?
am twice as old as one of
Yes.
the people, and I'm more than twice as old as one of the people.
Yes.
but,
If I
um,
lived around where?
but with my high school, it
Oh,
is
wait. Who's
the
voicing
stereotypical-
Culex first? We need a Culex voicer. Vernon.
Black box. Black box.
Greetings. I'm Culex, Dark Knight of Vanda. I've crossed into this dimension to fight for the Dark Mage, but this world is uninhabitable for me and my kind. I must return to my own world. Before I go, though, I would like to challenge the strongest knight. Will you accept my challenge? You'll enter combat against me? On God.
Final Fantasy music!
Yes, because this game was made by Square, they threw this guy in as a sort of Final Fantasy-esque boss battle.
Super
I'm mad.
boss.
It's Final Fantasy VI.
I'm antimatter. No, it's 4. I can see your past, I can see your future. I consume time, and I will consume you.
And look, it's the crystals for 1.
1
Yeah.
and I think like 3 or 4 others, definitely 5. I believe 4 had crystals. Yeah, see, it's not really any specific Final Fantasy, it's just Final Fantasy-esque, and that's why I worded it as such. But yes,
How
the
many
boss
Final
battle music,
How many Final Fantasy games use crystals?
lots.
Several.
All of them.
Not
Not
all of them, but
lots.
Not
still-
all of them.
But
Trying
lots.
to remember which one heals. I think it's the water crystal.
It's
that
the water
heals, right?
crystals. Water crystal is your first target, then the then I want to say the earth crystal, then wind crystal, and then fire crystal last.
And yeah, the boss battle music is exactly the Final Fantasy IV, I believe, regular enemy music.
Huh.
Possibly the first boss battle music, like how every Final Fantasy has regular boss battle music, then tougher boss battle music, and extremely serious boss battle music.
Yeah. Nepeta,
Yeah,
don't worry. We talk down on our own country plenty too.
I know.
So
I talked down on it too.
It's actually very easy to do. Very easy to do.
But yeah, with
you know, we all take what we have for granted. So maybe we should just shut the fuck up. Oh,
Huh?
but with my
And
arts,
if we and once you get stoned, you take what you have for granted.
Kill yourself.
with my arts high school though, it is basically connected to
I'm trying to remember what Shredder did, and I don't remember.
my
It
arts high school
deactivates.
is
It's like
Yeah.
a spell.
Oh,
is
right.
basically the second
removes-
best.
Buffs.
Alright.
My arts high school is the second best in the country, and it's connected to some of the best universities for acting.
They seem to
Which
be
one of-
really interested in sending spells that do nothing against people who are immune to them. Well, spells that
I'm
would be.
immune to a lot right now. That's
I know,
why.
but they seem to be. But they don't cast it on the person who's vulnerable to them, which would be Bowser.
Nobody is vulnerable. Bowser's got the safety badge.
Oh,
So
right.
he's
That's true.
vulnerable to a lot of them as well.
That's true.
But carry on.
Yeah, but it's like it feeds into the university here feeds straight into like Hollywood and major film things for drama. So yeah,
That's actually pretty cool.
I know
I
several.
think it's a group hug before they kill Bowser again.
I know several of people that have graduated from my high school are currently working on major films. Like a girl that came in to talk today that had graduated 5 years ago from my
Ouch.
school. She came in to talk to our drama teacher because our drama teacher has been there for a long time. And she's actually currently in the new Batman movie, the Batman verse.
Oh
Whatever.
my god.
She's in that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the face on that Bowser statue.
It's a Mecha Koopa.
It's a Mecha Koopa.
Yes, I am
But
aware.
yeah.
Said that.
My high school is basically High School Musical in a nutshell, just with more acting and less sports. And like drama, dance, vocals, visual arts, media arts, band. What else?
At
is
least
there?
it's not
piano.
Glee.
Piano is another one, and a lot of people say, "Oh, because my school's named named
One
Walkerville."
down.
My school's named Walkerville, and it has this really, really bad reputation because it's one of the only high schools in Windsor that are acceptance of homosexuality, like fully. Like a whole bunch of the teachers are actually homosexuals, but it has a really bad stereotype that going to Walkerville will make you a homosexual, and it's like,
Okay,
yes,
so
a
idiots exist in Canada.
Yes, but it's true. Yes, the majority of my school is homosexual, and it's true. Yes, you're more likely to get bullied in the school for being straight rather than being homosexual. But at the same time, it doesn't make you a homosexual. I mean, I know quite
Ouch.
a few people in the school that aren't. But that's just like a little thing of my school. It's like you'll get bullied for being straight instead of being bullied for being homosexual.
That explains everything.
Serious.
So yeah, all of those vying for anti-bullying, we got these bunch of hypocrites. Yay!
It's like bullying people who like ponies, specifically boys.
What?
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 What the fuck do ponies have to do with this?
Well, yeah, that was a bad thing to say there.
Oh, they actually
I-
hurt Peach.
I don't understand.
Let's drop that immediately.
Hey!
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop the
Nice.
face!
I'd swear that Shredder did something else, like a very long-term like thing that would then hurt you or something, and I don't remember.
No, it just removes buffs, pretty much.
Then what hurt Peach there?
That was Kulex's physical attack.
Oh right, he does have that. I totally forgot.
Ah, it's almost 2 a.m. here.
And I'm actually doing better than I thought I would, so... Kind of forgot just how overpowered some of these armors make you.
Still, it's gonna take a long time to win, though.
Yeah, I'm already one crystal down.
Of course, it would have also been good if you had more rock candies.
Oh. I could actually use some of them, maybe. Pedal
Awesome.
Blast, really?
Wait,
If I just
did
have to
one of
say-
them do Pedal Blast?
Yep.
What does that do?
It turns
you
the
into a
characters
mushroom.
into mushrooms,
Yeah.
but they're
But-
all immune.
Yeah.
Bowser's probably gonna get knocked out. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Karo instead of her group hug. Oh, good. Dark Star again. Hey, Mario lived. use the other rock candy. Yep. There's another one down. Kulix does get a lot easier when it's just him.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is unique.
What?
I've got a blue screen. I got a blue screen of death on my computer.
Huh. Neat.
Huh.
But I'm talking to you
Did
guys.
I jinx it?
Huh.
I jinxed it, the fact that there's gonna be a blue screen?
Possibly.
That's interesting.
How do I... Beld, explain this to me. How do I have a blue screen of death, but I'm still
Well, I guess-
talking on Skype?
Because
Blue
Skype
screen
didn't
doesn't
crash, but your computer's...
Yeah, your computer's still running and things are still going. It's just that it's on the blue screen. Once
Yeah.
it restarts, you'll be gone.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have a critical failure, but not everything is closed.
Exactly.
Like this, for example.
So as long as I don't push a button, I can talk.
Probably.
You
Yeah.
probably should just push a button, though.
I don't know if I want to, though. If I push
Actually,
a
but-
button, everybody will vanish.
But you
Firebomb.
also
I
need
don't
to
know if that'll
see
actually
your
hurt the
lines
firebomb.
if
Oh,
they
it
come
did.
up.
Not... Well, I won't be able to see my lines, but I don't think we're going to get to any of my lines tonight, considering that... Oh.
And what type of blue screen?
you sound so sad.
Sophie, don't be sad.
When was the last time you restarted your computer, Sophie?
Earlier today, actually. So, oh well.
You had more troubling.
Give me... Alright, I'll be back. Give me a few minutes. Oh, by the way, somebody else is going to have to host the call, by the way.
Oh god.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Beld, I dominate.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
So, how many times did we restart the voice chat thing?
This will be 2.
Good.
There's a
Okay.
voice, don't worry.
So, yep, everything down except for Kulix. This is just going to take a while.
Interesting how Silpy still appears online.
Probably because
Yeah,
the
that's
way he was
weird.
having to close it down.
Probably. Oh, that's right. Squirrel isn't in the call either. So I was trying to remember who it was that wasn't in the call. There we go.
What happened?
Silphy had to restart his
Sophie
computer.
had to get off because of blue screen. Or
Phrasing.
death.
Blue screen of death.
Yeah, his computer crashed. So,
And he was the one hosting the call, so I had to have
So,
Bell host it
boop.
instead.
Oh, new 3DS themes.
Kinda curious what the spinner thing is all about. I'll have to check that out.
Huh? Spinner?
thing. Oh,
The thing Tenta just
Yeah,
mentioned.
I'm gonna check.
it'd be a 3DS theme with. Hey, he's dead. Spinner.
Did you
Not
kill him with
Twitch
a
Super-
war fan? Aww.
No, it was the shell.
Damn it! I was hoping that the war fan hit would have killed it.
244 XP. That's actually really, really good there.
Indeed.
If only I had the lucky jewel still. Should have used it there. I love how it's the Final Fantasy victory music as well. Okay, shut up. All of you.
What, but you don't like it?
Well, the game is playing the music. I don't need you going da 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 over it.
Yeah, you were horribly off key.
It's 2 a.m.
What did you do now, Sylphie? How did you manage to break it this time?
And are we talking the laptop or the desktop, Sophie?
You need
Oh
to
yeah,
stop
Final Fantasy
downloading
1.
all of those Japanese porn games laced with viruses.
Is that what he's doing?
What?
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know.
I'm just venturing a guess.
I don't think it's a particularly
That's just
great
a
guess,
random
though.
guess.
An
Sophie
extremely
has-
random guess.
Sophie has the uncanny ability to, like, no matter what he downloads, no matter what web page he ends up at, it will somehow have a virus, even if it actually doesn't.
He needs to get some antivirus software.
He has it! That's the bizarre thing.
He needs to keep it activated and not
But there's a
ignore
possibility
the warnings that it
that
gives him,
antivirus
and
might
still not go to seedy places. Also, who was voicing Kulex?
Vernon.
Ah,
Really?
I like this Final
Sure.
Fantasy 1 music.
I'm waiting for it to go to the next line. Your spirit is strong. Thank you, brave knight. I will treasure this memento of my journey here. Perhaps in another time, another game, we may have been mortal enemies. Let us part as comrades in arms. Take this.
A super boss was defeated by Mario. He should feel very, very ashamed.
Treasure it as a keepsake of our fight. Farewell, champion knight.
It took Mario, Bowser, and the princess working together.
You shouldn't be. Don't be shy about that, Frosty. You should not. You've seen the quality of our acting here.
And no one will judge you poorly if, no
Nope.
matter what the outcome.
Indeed.
I could probably take on Jinx now.
I'm
Think-
probably the worst voice actor here in terms of range and voices I can do, and I don't care. I'm still here.
It's
Zeta
only
considers-
because you're quiet, Fernan.
No,
No,
it
No,
isn't.
that Fern is not really so much quiet as he is very soft-spoken.
Very soft-spoken.
Yeah.
And my quietness has nothing to do with the fact that I have no vocal range. I just
Yeah.
don't have the vocal cords for it.
Think about this, Frosty. The village idiot Zeta considers is the best voice actor here, so you have literally any chance of being as good as anybody else here.
I'm good at voicing a lot of characters.
And even Cantress, who often sounded like he was under a pile of clothing,
What
he
happened to
stuck it
Peters?
out. He stuck it out until such his job was getting too much to be here.
Yeah, he's kind of having to focus on his work now, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't
Besides-
seen him at all. At all.
He had to kind of just quit everything, really.
And
I've seen him.
besides,
He's popped in here and there, but
I was shy, but look at me now.
who was Jinx?
I think that was Arklon. So I remember him doing his old man voice.
Ah. Watch closely, Jagger. You're about to see your sensei in action.
Does he have the moves like Jagger?
Does he have the moves like Jagger?
I heard the boobs like Jagger. Is that bad?
I heard boobs.
Oh yeah.
That isn't what I said, but sure, let's go with that.
Sure.
When Crystal
Yes, the
said it,
boob.
I heard boobs like Jagger.
What? I don't remember
I could probably
saying
just
that.
regular attack my way to victory against this guy now. Especially if he keeps going after the princess.
Yes, that's very true.
Like, yes, let's go after the
Stupid.
princess, who is wearing freaking impenetrable armor.
I want to see the princess do all the damage to him.
Sick bomb!
Oh, when there's new things on 3DS,
Yeah,
it
7
shows
damage.
a pink color. Okay.
Anything will actually damage him now. Or if I'm just gonna have to whittle him, I'm just gonna have to whittle him. And instant death fails against most of my characters right now, if not all. And he's still able to knock Bowser one.
Aw, you got rid of your chain chomp.
Chain Chomp is very outclassed now.
Yeah, that was a very long time ago that he switched that.
You just haven't been
She
doing
gonna
that
be-
much normal attacking with Bowser recently.
Hmm.
She gonna be sad.
What?
She, the chomp.
Oh.
I sold her. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and use this for this battle. Let's see, Nightbracer, Crystalline.
Yeah, I don't think he uses Shredder, so...
I got a freebie! Awesome! That's a very good item to get a freebie on.
Indeed.
Yays!
Shade can't
And
see the stream.
apparently, Princess Toadstool is not immune to death right now.
Huh.
Well, in response to Shade not being able to see the stream, Gares. Shade is one of those ones that has bad internet and probably, I think, a bad computer, and yet is in full denial of it. Has never really grasped the concept of it is bad and it will always be bad until
Wait
it
a minute.
actually gets better internet or whatever.
Is this the non-recolored version of Farago?
Yes. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
yes
right
it
that
is.
he was
What?
based off of. From Fernand's comic.
Oh.
Whoa! 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 You are the stronger champion, no doubt about it! My reputation was staked on this last fight, so I've lost the title of sensei. From today, you are the sensei of this dojo. Please take this belt, which only the highest ranking fighter in the dojo can wear. Sir Jenks belt.
Nice.
Woo, renamed dojo, Mario style dojo, something, something, something. I can't press they too fast.
And incorporate your jump style into the training.
That too. Jagger and I will start our training immediately. 1,100 jumps. Ready, begin. He
What
is
the heck
very
is
strong for
waiting
his
it
size.
out, brute forcing it? It's kind of completely opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, waiting it
So-
out is kind of doing nothing.
Which is not brute forcing.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
Squirrel,
As
that's
you
the
can
point.
see, it is now changed to an M for the Mario Dojo outside.
I like how. Oh god damn it! Now they're out of sync. God damn it!
If I walk back in, they are.
That if you. It is so annoying when they're out of sync. God damn.
Okay, so yeah, Jinx belt and the Quartz belt.
Charm.
Quartz charm, yeah.
I don't even remember what they did.
Well,
I know the
belt
Jinx belt is
increases attack by a lot.
yeah. I think it's even better than the attack scarf overall. Which, I could do that and give the attack scarf to Bowser.
Okay,
Only
so
Mario
let's
can
see.
wear it.
Jinx Belt increases speed by 12, attack and defense by 27 each, and prevents instant death.
That's
the,
useful.
the attack scarf can only be worn by Mario. Increases speed, attack, defense, magic defense by 30, and prevents instant death.
What does the Quartz Charm do again?
That one is...
I think that one's the, like, higher percentage of attack damage.
Now let's see. Wow. It halves damage caused by any enemy attack. Using a regular attack, damage done increases by 50%. Also by special attack and by item attack, and prevents instant death.
Okay, that'll be a good one for Bowser. So there we
No,
go.
put it on the princess, clearly. That's
Okay.
the best person to put it on.
Or Mallow.
Well, once she gets that frying pan, man.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it'll counteract the lazy shell, that's true.
Does it work for healing, though?
I would assume so.
Let's test it. I'm gonna go find a random battle and test it. And the best place to test Goombas.
Okay.
The Goombas can probably die just from you healing too much. It's like you heal more than they have health, and they just go, "Oh damn!" Well,
So let's
and
see.
then explode.
A critical group hug was doing about 80 something.
Yeah, I was doing about 86, if I recall. I like the idea of a critical group hug too.
Well, timed.
Yeah, I know. I just like the idea of a critical group hug.
Okay, that wasn't timed. I missed it. But it doesn't seem to be increased.
Hmm.
86. Yep, didn't increase.
Huh.
I couldn't run. These Goombas are surrounding me.
One of the things I liked in the later Dragon Quest games was that they changed Runaway into, whatchamacallit? They changed Runaway into let them go if you were so much more powerful than them that it wasn't even
Yeah,
funny.
and essentially 100% accuracy there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
You would always be able to get away from them because you were just letting them get away from you instead.
Yeah, that's really increased Bowser's power there. Let's see that compared to Mario's shell. Yeah, pretty up there.
I forget if it's in either the Mario and Luigi series or the Paper Mario series. I don't remember which it's in, but the ones where you can walk up to a battle, and if you are so much more powerful, the battle doesn't even happen. You're just awarded the experience and coins.
The enemy just explodes as you touch them, or
Pretty
yeah,
much.
pretty much. Yeah.
I remember it was Mario and Luigi.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because having an annoying voice is such a problem for us, Mush.
No, not really.
Yes, Squirrel. Thank you for explaining the joke.
And yeah, that's the thing, Mushroom Bow. Every single person, like, maybe there's like a 0.01% oddity, but incredibly vast majority of people think their own voice is annoying because when they hear it recorded, it's not what they hear themselves. It takes
Indeed.
a long while to adjust to the fact that that is what your voice sounds like to everybody else.
To be fair, me and Belle's voice are indeed annoying.
Yes.
And mine.
Well,
No,
sort of.
yours isn't annoying.
No.
What about
except for
mine?
certain battles, the combination of Jinx belt and her regular armor should do fine to keep her up. Lazy
What about
Shell will just be
mine?
there.
Is mine
comment.
annoying?
No comment.
Hmm.
I like how one of the best armors for her is a fuzzy dress. That must be itchy as hell.
Now it's fuzzy. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do real quick around the
Okay,
world.
so I think that was Sylvie's laptop, which makes more sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if that was his desktop, that would mean he managed to really screw it over in a very short period of time.
Well, somehow he managed to. That would literally prove the fact that he can literally infect the thing just by touching it. He's like, oh well, he's like the equivalent of Alex Mercer in Prototype, except that he exudes computer viruses.
Oh, now I know what I could do. I almost forgot about this. Haven't been back since the Mulville Blues.
Oh yeah, you didn't do that. What's his name?
Yeah, the final Tadovsky song.
Yes.
Let's see.
And laptops do have a tendency to die slowly.
Well, they have
slow,
lower quality
painful death.
components.
It's not that they necessarily have lower quality components, it's that the compromises that need to be made to them to make them work in the smaller environment with much more heat problems means that they tend to fail a lot faster just due to the harsher conditions.
My sister's laptop recently died. Basically what happened was that, how do I put this? The hinges, they got attached to the actual wires that control the
Oh, there we go. I was
backlight.
looking at the wrong one.
Don't know how that happened, but it twisted them right off.
Huh, so you can brute force this thing if you screw around enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So then the answer is to not be having all your streaming stuff on the laptop, Sylvie. Put it on.
You'd really think you would want it on your more powerful desktop.
Yes, you really should.
Oh wait, this was me, wasn't it?
Well, if all these problems are happening
it.
all at
That's
once,
the melody I've been
rather
looking for.
suddenly.
Thank you for
Sorry.
the inspiration.
I'd kind of be leaning towards hard drive failure there.
Yes, distracted is the term.
Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
I like to imagine he's literally just going, oh.
We got a soprano card. That's a nice ending, but I'm a little
Finally, my song is nearly complete. But I must confess, I know this isn't the voice that I was doing before, but I must confess that you contributed a lot, contributed a lot to it. We can all take credit for it. Now, you must think of a, man, this is going too fast for me to read, whatever.
Sorry. Let me see if I can.
You need
get
the most discordant thing ever. Make it a thing that goes like top note, bottom note, top note, bottom note, top note, bottom note, the whole way down.
Somebody's alarm going off.
You know, it ends with a middle C, so
What was that? It ends with a middle finger?
Middle C.
you're gonna have to jump on that tadpole eventually.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up a song and see if I can recreate it here.
No, just do like recreate the dee-doo thing. I can't remember what that's from though. And the thing is, do alarm clocks... I've never been able to quite tell whether alarm clocks actually have two tones, whether the classic beeping alarm clock actually has two tones in it or not.
Ooh, I know. Here's a song you can do. You can do the Song of Storms.
Well, he only has, I think, like 8 notes total, so
So did the Ocarina and Ocarina of Time. What's your point?
good point.
Yeah, do the Song of Time.
Song of Time. Let me see if I can recreate that. Squirrel.
Okay, here we go. Listen to this. Blah, blah, blah. I did not get the rest of it.
I still think you should have just
Song
gone
of Time
top.
is too long.
I still think you should have just gone top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom the whole way.
And actually thinking on Zelda makes me think you could have done the frog song from was it Majora's Mask?
That is true. And it
I
would
could
be
always
very
recompose. What's the frog song?
Don't think it was an actual ocarina song. I think it was just once you got all the
So
frogs
what do you
together.
think? To recompose the song, just jump on the froggies.
Frog song.
Recomposing a frog song with tadpoles.
Yes.
No, they're clearly tad tones.
I don't see any sheet music or anything from the frog choir here.
Which is just a Zelda reference, by the way. That was, that was from Skyward Sword, I think.
Oh wow, it's 2:30 right now. And this music is starting to get really repetitive and annoying.
Speaking of annoying
Not really
voices,
music, it's
these
just-
crickets.
Crickets, yeah. Squirrel.
That was actually a very good imitation of crickets, I'll give you that.
Wait,
Yes, it was actually.
wow.
Yeah, that was, what's his name? Can do him really good. The guy who does all the animal voices.
Okay,
Frank
that's...
Welker.
No, the
I
other
can
one.
do a cat.
Who's the other guy then?
Oh, let me look him up.
It really
I think
shouldn't
it is
be...
Frank Welker.
It shouldn't be that
No,
hard to
D.
transfer...
Bradley Baker, that's who I'm thinking of.
It shouldn't be that hard to transfer the stuff you need for streaming
Can't find
Monster
the
Girl
frog
Quest alone, Sylphie, as its save games do get stored in its own directory, so you can just copy the entire directory and then reinstall XSplit, and that's it. You don't have to screw around too much.
Trying to think of an 8-note song.
I told you, I want to at least hear what it sounds like with its top,
Okay,
bottom, top,
fine.
bottom.
We'll do the top, bottom, top, bottom.
Most discordant thing ever.
I actually have a song that it's only 6 notes.
Well, that's 2 notes too short.
Yeah, they're
It's the theme song from Nights into Dreams. Also known as Dreams Dreams. It's da 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 da.
That's
Okay.
already more than 6 notes.
beep boop beep boop beep boop.
Carl Winslow. What the? And Jim Cummings has done some voices, but no. Not who we're thinking of either.
No, I was thinking of D. Bradley Baker. He does really good cricket noise.
He does really good anything animal noises. I've heard it. I've heard how he does it too. It's really cool.
You know, when they have the full orchestration behind it, it doesn't sound that bad. We'll leave it like that. For now. Maybe I'll compose something behind the scenes and see if you guys can recognize it.
And you know what? That's true. It actually doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, but maybe I'll do something off screen and as a game, see if people recognize it when it actually plays during the ending. I think is when it will show up again. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and save it.
End it.
No, you're thinking of Michael Winslow. Yeah, not Carl Winslow. Somebody probably
That's a
already said
completely different person.
I don't even
Carl
know who
Winslow
Carl
is a character on Family Matters.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
The dad, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's enough Mario for now.
And yeah, Michael Winslow is more famous for all kinds of sound effects than just animals specifically.
By the way, I really wish that one time Mario would wake up on the wall. He just goes to sleep and suddenly it's on the wall.
What the hell did I do last night?
Exactly.
Oh,
That'll
man.
probably be my reaction tomorrow.
Like I said, drink some water.
I don't drink water. I don't like
Well,
it.
drink water anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, you don't want the headaches.
Which would you
You don't
rather
want
have, the massive headache or drinking some water?
I don't usually get hangovers.
Have you ever been
anyways,
punched in
so-
the eyeball?
Yes,
That's what a migraine feels like.
I know. I've
Not a
had
migraine,
migraine.
but hangover.
I know. I've had.
Feels
a
like you've been punched
hangover.
with a knuckle really hard in your eyeball.
Just even listen to me.
Dancing everything. All of the toes.
No, hack, that's really, really not how it works.
I don't usually
That's
get.
also, that's not really then a migraine necessarily for us. Usually migraines are, by definition, the painful things.
Yeah, migraine is more like a multi-symptom headache that has, lots of different things going on with it.
My migraines usually feel like I've been hit in the head with a hammer.
I mean, I've had a hangover before, but I don't usually have hangovers when I drink.
Yeah,
Shantae dancing. Awesome.
I've occasionally gotten migraines, and they kind of just, not very hard with a hammer, but it feels like somebody had been, like, just regularly tapping on the top of my head with a nice little steel ball peen hammer for about 5 minutes.
I wonder if those hula girls will know anything about how to put out volcanoes with bamboo tubing.
Maybe.
And yeah, typically with migraines, you get the headache, there's the sensitivity to light and sound,
Yep.
nausea, quite a lot going on
I don't
with
get
it.
nausea too bad, but
Mhm.
the sensitivity I definitely get.
Question.
Also, you really
Fortunately,
need...
ibuprofen will fix most of my symptoms within an hour or less. So.
By the way, you really need to put frozen waffles somewhere on one of these screens.
We'll see.
Question. What kind of dance is Shantae doing on the right?
I believe she's literally just tapping her foot and spinning around.
Yeah, she's keeping one foot still and just kind of rotating with the other foot.
I imagine that's actually harder to do than it looks.
Oh, I'm
Probably.
sure it's not easy to do, but it's
You have to
not...
keep a steady rotation on one foot, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping your balance while shifting constantly with one foot.
I don't think there's an actual name for that, though, is the thing.
I don't know, it's just something somebody on DeviantArt put together.
Well, I'm pretty sure that she did that in the game somewhere.
Not that dance, no.
I'm
That's
starting
completely
to fall
fan-made.
asleep now.
Huh. Could've
Yeah,
sworn I
looks
saw
so-
it somewhere.
Yeah, it looks so similar to that
It's been
Hero
all
art
over
style.
the internet.
True.
Let's not forget the dozen toads dancing too.
Yeah, that's true.
That
'Cause I
is
actually-
important.
that picture right there, the one of her spinning, I've actually, again, E621 does have clean stuff. I've seen that GIF on E621.
Okay, and I've seen it on Tumblr and DeviantArt and several other places.
There are actually, I believe, 15 dancing toads.
I don't know who that is on the top of Mario, Sylphie. It was a dancing GIF I got from somewhere, and it fits to just about every song imaginable.
Is that Clannad? I think it's Clannad.
Maybe.
I don't even know what Clannad is.
No, I think it's Lucky Stars.
No, that's not Lucky Star.
Well, the green girl reminded me of Yuma.
Also, am I
from-
correct? I'm pretty sure that the Hula Girls are from one of the DC animated universe shows. I just don't know
No, they're
which
from
one.
Freakazoid.
I thought they were from Lilo and Stitch for some
Nah.
reason.
No, they're from
No,
Freakazoid.
they're not Disney. They don't look Disney enough.
Yeah, no. They don't
It
look
was
Disney
when
at
he
all.
was. They were in Hawaii, and he's looking at all of this Hawaiian stuff. And one of the things is Hula Girls, but he keeps going back to them as he's panning through all of this other stuff. So he's like coconuts, Hula Girls, palm trees, Hula Girls. And then he surmises that they must be in, I forget where, but it wasn't Hawaii that he guessed.
Those hips, though.
Yep. Hey, Frosty's got the clip, I think.
Mhm.
You'll probably all hear it.
The
That
icon, the
sounds worrying, Tiger.
guy who actually posted this has the picture of Dexter's dad as his icon. I don't know why. I find that funny.
Hey, what is this place? Palm trees? Hula girls?
Norway, that's where he said.
Hula girls? Surfboards? Hula girls? Hula girls?
Norway doesn't have hula girls.
That's the joke!
Somehow landed in Norway.
Well, that sure is a conclusion to draw.
Well, I'm probably actually going to head to bed now.
That's
Okie
probably
dokie.
wise to do before Sylphie manages to get streaming.
Well, night.
Yeah, I should really go to bed because I remember because my mom actually did came here and she wants me to go to bed because I have
Okay,
to go
so
to the
go to
hair
bed.
salon.
So
What?
go to bed!
Right about
Okay, okay,
bed.
okay,
Now.
okay,
Go to your room.
okay.
I'm going to bed too. I'm getting up at 10 and I'm headed to the Petrified Wood Forest.
Wait a second. Sylphie's just had the blue screen to get out of streaming Monster Girl Quest. Squirrel, you're overreacting.
Yeah,
That was the
you're
point.
really... Yeah, but it's not funny to just overact for no reason.
At first I was just trying to do a simple kind of evil lap, but then I started moving more toward Aku, and so I started going more toward Aku.
Okay, but that doesn't excuse the overacting for no reason.
Well, it is Squirrel.
Yes, true. Well, normally Squirrel just doesn't have any logic behind it at all in the first place.
Nope. We all know
Anyway,
this.
So much dancing.
so then the answer, Sylphie, is copy Monster Go Quest over to the other machine and install XSplit on it, and you'll be in business in almost no time at all.
Well, Belle, that also is assuming the fact that the thing he got wasn't tainted with a virus. Think
He
about
got
what
it,
thing are you
could have
Belle.
talking
possibly
about?
got it.
I
He got-
gave it to him!
Oh, okay then. Then what's his excuse?
I would assume something else is causing his computer to fail, like a hard drive issue or RAM or something.
Mhm. Well,
Hence-
even
Or
then,
he's got cockroaches inside of his laptop.
Which is
That
actually
happens.
a thing that people have had.
I had a spider lodged in my heatsink once.
And that's nothing. It's spiders become important when you have an entire nest of spiders in your heatsink.
Yeah, when they get enough to actually halt the function.
Well, no, it's like a spider lays eggs, and then it's like you open the thing up, and there's like 10,000 spiders in there.
wouldn't that be
Now
really...
Sylphie is not going to check inside to see if his computer is okay.
Yes.
You have scarred him now.
Yeah. But even then, they would at least all be dead if the heatsink is doing what
No,
it's supposed to.
Actually, he's probably going to light his laptop on fire now.
You'd think that, Fernan, but you'd be surprised, because the key is if the computer isn't on when they hatch.
True. Very
So
true.
that's what happens. Like, the computer isn't on when they actually hatch, and most of them get away from the heatsink and are just near it when it's on.
Mm-hmm.
Never turn your computer off, ever.
Good night, all you crazy people.
That wasn't the best droopy.
No, for some reason I can't do droopy. It's weird.
I don't think that many people have lamented being unable to do Droopy.
My
But it's
sister,
all you happy people, not you crazy people.
my sister can actually do that. I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
She can actually do Droopy's voice.
glad you said voice.
My I will also note, it probably really does not help Shade that I tend to stream at very high bit rates.
No.
Yeah. What are you streaming at now? 15, 18, 25?
I think it's at like 2,000 or so, something like that.
1,000?
2,000.
Oh, 2,000.
Well, I'm going. See you later,
I would
folks.
never. Don't be
Good,
silly,
nice
Val.
girl.
I would literally never stream at anything below 2,000. Even 2,000 feels kind of low.
It's sufficient for everything that you do.
Well, I probably should put it up to like 3,000 so that I can get proper full 1080p.
For all the people who have equally powerful computers and connections among our group of stream watchers and streamers, which would be nobody.
Well, well, the thing is, the streaming sites are supposed to be able to turn the bitrate down. I thought that was half the point.
True, but it doesn't seem to work that way.
Huh. Because they're supposed to be able to adjust the bitrate down for the people with the worst connections, but...
Let me see what I got right now. Because ever since my wireless router died, I've actually had a better connection because I'm not running through it.
Huh. So you're wired now.
Well, I always was wired, but I was going through a wireless router, then into the computer.
Well, just having a wireless router shouldn't make it slower unless it's a really, really shitty router.
It was pretty cheap.
Well, that's unusually cheap for a router to actually be slower just because of the.
Well, I
going
was
through it.
hitting, right now I'm hitting about 30 down, so that's what I'm paying for. And I was hitting that for a while with the router, but then it was like over the last month is
It's probably
getting
just failing.
worse.
Probably just
Until the other day, it just didn't want to work at all.
Well, that would probably just be a failing router then.
Yep, so I smashed it.
Should have recorded that.
Yeah, probably. We should play something. What games do I have?
We should play more Aliens Colonial Marines, clearly.
Yeah, we haven't 100%ed it yet.
Exactly.
Sophie, get in here.
Yes. We got to get up to max level and unlock all the things, clearly.
Weapons. Oh, hey, there's a Saints Row pre-purchase. What the hell is this? Gat Out of Hell. $20, so I guess it's just a really small side game.
I guess.
Join Johnny Gat and Kinsey Kensington as you tear apart hell on a quest to save the boss's soul.
Huh.
Okay. I thought they were done with Saints Row. but-
Oh, come on, Sylvie. Wasn't that game the best game you've ever played?
It did almost kill my computer. Not from any challenge in playing it, just installing it.
Yes, I remember that. So I'm getting a slight feeling that Sylvie is not a fan of the game for some reason. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I'll probably get it if it goes on sale. Belt's thinking, what's a sale?
I was actually about to mention that. Sales are those things that pop things up that you might be interested, right?
Yes. As well as, make your wallet a little bit less sealed.
Steam's really going into this, putting games into your list that you don't actually have. They're doing that a lot now.
Oh, you're talking about in the ones that'll have like 1 day left and all that?
Yeah, they do that a lot.
And they've been doing that ever since I got on.
Well, what I mean is that they've got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4...
I'm guessing they all have the same developer.
5...
This particular weekend is a big weekend.
6, 7... 7
there are-
different ones at the moment.
Yeah, see, starting on Friday, there were 10 games total that were being offered as a free weekend.
We're not really that serious, Sylvie. You don't actually need to start reinstalling.
No, Sophie.
No, don't.
We're
It
not-
was entirely sarcasm.
Indeed, it was entirely sarcasm.
Don't get Candras's detection levels of sarcasm, please.
Okay, now that's, I think, going a bit too far, man.
I was being facetious. Which is like sarcasm, only with a different word. I could get more Final Fantasy in tonight. I've actually gotten interested in how the game goes. Maybe it's like Stockholm Syndrome.
I think it's more just eventually you stop caring about what it isn't so much, and you just start accepting it for what it is.
Well, I think part of it is that the battle system and several other aspects of the game aren't actually terrible. It just gives you a very bad first impression because it hardly lets you do anything to start with.
That's true. And what's the question, Sylvie?
Like for the first, I don't know, 4 hours at least, 2 to 4.
I think that
You have hardly anything to do in battles, and there's
I think
just
their problem is essentially that it's kind of like the way a lot of the stuff in the beginning of Assassin's Creed 2, you are very limited because they worked it into the story, but that then means that they have to work it into the story. So they have to somehow manage to explain why.
Yeah. Well, I could buy the fact that a lot of this was weaved into the storyline, but you get the first parts of the game, you're literally spending hours just getting to the point where you have classes and magic, the basics of the whole combat system. It's pretty much centered around shifting between
Though
different
there
classes.
was several hours of gameplay in Assassin's Creed 2 where you had that
Right.
too.
But the fact of the matter is, during this whole time, they're still throwing dozens of battles at you. Where
That's
you're
true.
not gaining experience, you're gaining maybe a few items that you don't really need. It seemed like they could have really cut a lot of that down and gotten to the point where the battles are actually fun sooner.
That's true. I guess they probably didn't really consider how much of a pacing problem it would actually wind up being.
Yeah, I think they were more focused on they made it, it's done, let's move on, rather than, okay, how does this actually feel to go through this whole thing? Instead of testing the whole thing on a whole, they were testing it on individual parts and said, okay, this works fine, instead of how does it all feel together?
Well, probably a combination of that and probably just having dealt with it at close proximity for so long that the pacing issue didn't really occur to them.
Yeah.
And I will give it the credit for the game functions mostly fine. I've had some weird crashing issues, but they seem to be more related to the game losing focus at the wrong time than anything else.
I haven't had any crashes.
I know, that's why I'm saying it seems to be just more something weird going on my end.
Yeah.
And while that's true, Crunk, Chrono Trigger's battle system isn't entirely based around magic, whereas FF13's is basically entirely based around the paradigm shifts.
Yeah. Before you get the paradigms, you basically have attack and lightning knows the blitz. I think that is the only thing any of the characters actually know.
Hand grenades for Snow.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't even use those. No. Yeah, he doesn't even use those anymore.
Well, he doesn't really need to, does he?
No. But it's like, I don't think it's even in his techniques.
Do you know what they should... They actually did a weird thing in Monster Go Quest where it's like you try and use the first technique you learn and they call you an idiot and then remove it from the list of techniques.
I think I remember that. I didn't get too far in that one, but...
But that is one of my favorite things. It's like, why do you still know that? They literally ask... They do this thing, you should be embarrassed for still having that in your list of techniques. The game literally says that. Because it's just so stupid an attack. Flail wildly.
Yeah, but yeah, the thing with Chrono Trigger is that every character, aside from those that don't learn magic, can learn at least 2 skills before they learn magic. And those tie into the rest of the ideas of elemental defense and double techniques and all of that early on in the game.
That's true. I think
the first 2 techniques that you can learn with the first 2 characters that you get.
You know, I bet
are a double tech, the Aura Whirl.
I bet I know what the issue is actually in Final Fantasy VIII. I bet they started developing the game almost from the point at which you, like a little bit before the point at which you get magic, and then they realized, wait a minute, this makes no sense. And so they made
we didn't
more
explain
of the
how
game.
These guys got here.
Exactly. And so they
have
made
some cutscenes, but we can't have an hour of cutscenes, can we?
But I would
want to open our game.
I would swear that's what it is. It's literally just that they figured we have to explain how they got here somehow, and so they put in at the last minute they realized, oh shit, we didn't explain this, and then they just shoved in like a whole bunch of crap at the beginning.
Yeah, I will say this whole, even though it feels like I've been in this town for a long time at the point where I've just got through, it seemed to work, even though we're still going through the cutscene every, 10 steps and jumping back and forth between the characters.
Well, the
combat was fun enough, and I'm actually getting more into, the item leveling and all of that, it's no longer hateful. We'll put it that way.
I mean, it really is once you actually start. It really is just a game with the worst possible beginning, and I'd swear that it's because they just shoved it in to explain all the rest of the game. I'd swear that's what it is.
Yeah,
because it feels so tacked on.
If the snail's pace, boring pacing in the beginning of the game is the worst thing that I have to say about it, it's not terribly too bad for a game.
Yeah, really. I mean, there are worse things you can say than the game starts off slowly, really.
Slowly for the first 10 hours, but after that...
Well, to be fair, if you're talking about like a 40-hour game, that's still a lot of gameplay that isn't that boring.
True.
And at the very least, it's not Ride to Hell Retribution.
Yeah, I think the day that Square makes a Final Fantasy which is that bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for Square to make a game that bad because
Cloud going on his bike and dry humping Tifa every chance he gets.
Even if they did that, it would
His limit break is just him going, "Urgh."
Even if they did all that, they would still have a game that worked better. Because at least it wouldn't be so terrible.
I wonder if they're going to throw limit breaks at me. They seem to have gotten rid of that for this game, which props for keeping things fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you're going to completely redesign the combat system as much as they did, I suppose it wouldn't really make sense.
Well, they seem to have this almost insatiable urge to constantly put things in as reference to the older games, either mechanic-wise or just simply name-wise, like the town of Palamporum.
Well, name references, you could say that, but again, consider the fact that literally every Zelda game ever has some reference to Ruto or whatever it is.
True, and pretty much all the town names of Zelda 2 have been re-referenced several times.
Several dozen times each.
But, just because Zelda does it doesn't make it a good idea.
And there are worse things than name references.
Doing it once or twice, hey, I remember that from, 15 years ago, rather than, oh, I remember that for the last 10 games.
And as I said, there's worse things than you've got a name, you might as well use it.
I don't know. It just seems like they're afraid that if they made a Final Fantasy core game without a Cid, that fans would just lynch them.
I still don't... Wait, what the hell is Final Fantasy All the Bravest? What the fuck is even that?
I've never heard of it myself.
Never heard of it. Nope.
Yeah,
That's why I said core game.
Yeah. I don't count random little dumb spin-off games in this. I count major games. I wouldn't be surprised if half the dumb spin-off games
a game about microtransactions, so I'm guessing it's for iPhone or something?
Presumably?
Because when I think microtransactions, I can't help but think iPhone. Hey, mobile game, yep.
Yep. Okay, so my guess is that one...
we should really start calling mobile games something else, because they no longer really feel like games. They more feel like pastimes to suck your money out of your pocket. Like gambling.
I mean,
only you never get any. It's like gambling, only you never win.
Whatever the fuck that All the Bravest game is, my guess is it's like an intern project. It's like they got a bunch of interns and they said, okay, make this. And that was
throw together an iPhone game with all of the Final Fantasy characters so we could put it on the market as soon as possible, get all the monies.
I don't even think they did that. I think they literally just said, well, we've got all these interns, what are we going to have them make? And said, hey, let's have them make a mobile game. Fuck it.
Dungeon Keepers level shitty microtransaction, crank it up to $1 billion. But yeah, I think that's an apt comparison. It's like gambling that you never win.
Mm-hmm. And just to retouch on the Zelda thing real quick, outside of the characters having their names from Zelda 2 in Ocarina of Time, I'm not sure where else that happened, because... I
am curious about. I do not understand what it means by buying a tax.
You have a tax and you can buy it?
Well, I'm curious, does it mean that literally it's like the attack option in the menu is disabled? Or do you mean special attacks or something?
I'm assuming special attacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
I would hope.
You want to buy this Lionheart limit break? $5. It's the one Squall does. It's really cool.
No, apparently not.
You buy turns.
Eh? I buy turns and active time battles?
ATB would be like your gauge. I don't know if I want to watch the trailer. This sounds horrible.
It looks.
You can wait 5 minutes to get an attack with your 30 guys you don't actually control. Okay. So it's like a Final Fantasy battle style of cookie clicker, only you can pay to have it click faster.
Huh. Interesting.
Really slow version of cookie clicker.
So more like, I guess, Cookie Fondler?
Cookie battler. 5 minutes to arrive, not the attack.
Okay, that makes more sense. Still, Crunk, I'm pretty sure that's literally... I would be willing to bet that that was literally just an intern project, and then they said, fuck it, throw it on the store anyway.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, Tiger. There's not really much else they can do for controls.
Yeah, that I'll grant them. It's not like you could really do that much else in terms of controlling.
Oi!
Well, I'm assuming that it's like you swipe your hand over the character and then they attack or something.
Okay, so from what Tiger's saying and what Krunk is saying, kind of contradictory here. Saying you gotta swipe your finger over the screen, and the other says you don't control them at all, and they just attack at random. So why would you have to swipe your finger over the screen if you don't control them and they attack at random? Tiger has played it. Krunk is guessing. Okay.
I think I actually have seen this game now that I saw the trailer. I swear I've actually seen this game at some point. I think it was like it was like a essay thread about really shitty iPhone games. It was like a let's play of all the shitty iPhone games.
Doesn't need to be a very long thread. You can just say most of them.
No. They were actually going through the particularly dumb ones. There was this one, I think it was it Shaquille O'Neal Ninja?
Dear God.
I don't remember
it's
which
really
one.
sad when you got to think of all the games on the iPhone. I think literally 99% of them aren't even worth looking at.
Because I vaguely recall that there was it was this weird game where it's like a game where you're running and then you have to tap and swipe at the right time to like move from, there's like 3 layers and you jump from one layer to another and then you have to tap at the right time to attack and kill these weird alien bone skeleton monster things. For some reason.
And while that is very true, Fowl, they still rake in money hand over fist.
Yeah, because people are really bored, I guess. It can't be that they're looking for, quality entertainment. They're just bored.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing I can figure.
And it does say something that with the Wii generation, Nintendo was trying to target all these people. Now, at this point, Nintendo's like, no, we're done. We're just going to go back
No,
to...
not Shaq Fu much. No, this is an iPhone game.
Oh, way after Shaq Fu.
Yeah, no, this is an iPhone game, and I don't remember if
I am quite glad that Nintendo is trying to get back into actual video games, though.
Yeah, they have basically stated that they are done going after the casual gaming market.
Good.
And for that, I applaud them.
I don't think it will matter at this point that much.
Because the casual gaming market is not going to drop money on a console. They got their phones, and that's all they need.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we can get a console that doesn't have some kind of gimmick in the next generation from them.
No, this is Nintendo. They can't
they're
possibly
probably
do a
going to keep
non-gimmick
motion
console.
controls still. I don't know if they're going to bring back the touchpad because that's It's not that it's a bad idea.
They
it's
will
just
probably
that none
have-
of the developers are doing anything with it.
They will probably have a touchpad and motion controls on the same controller, and you probably will have to start spinning too.
I thought the touchpad had some motion control to it.
No. What I mean is like you have to spin around in your chair while also touching the pad.
They'll
and
have a motion
swing-
control chair.
Yes, that sort of thing. It'll be like the next generation of better Dance Dance Revolution, except they literally have you wear clothes, and the sensors are in the clothes.
That would be cool, except for the fact that most of the people playing it probably wouldn't fit in whatever clothes they provided.
Well, technically, it's like they put like wires into whatever clothes you already wear.
Yeah, wrap like a mocap suit around it.
Yeah, that's a thing. But that'll be the gimmick for all the games. So it's like the Kinect, but worse.
You'll see Let's Play videos of Link going around and just flailing wildly, falling down, and all of a sudden just grabbing his foot because the controller stubbed their toe on the coffee table.
That would be amusing to see.
Totally random side tangent, checking my Papercraft blog. The newest post is this. Let's see if the image actually posts. Yes. Candy Corn Citizens.
It didn't
Or
post
Black
for
Box.
me.
Yeah. What some people won't create, I suppose.
Oh, that's funny. I did not have to add the G. It just populated the image. Neat.
Chances are the G is completely irrelevant, and indeed I suspect everything for the actual file name is completely pointless on that URL.
Yeah,
Looks
you
to
probably
be, yeah.
get rid of everything after the last slash, and yeah, works.
Yep. It's the stuff before the slash is the actual file identifier anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
That is a lot of characters to use for the file identifier, though. How the fuck many images do they have that they needed that many characters to uniquely identify them?
that is a very good question.
Let's just write this out here. That's the file identifier right there.
Yeah, it's just.
They even have an asterisk in there.
Yes, that's a lot of. So they would have to have had. I'm pretty sure they would have to have had more unique files than there are atoms in the entire universe. I don't think there are enough atoms in the universe to hold the number of files they would need to have had for that many characters to be required. If you could store an entire file on one atom.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's just so many random things that I come across in this little blog. Basically from like the most absolute complex and amazing papercrafts down to things like that.
96 characters.
Let's see, 96 characters and at least probably about 64 possible values per character. At least. So that would be
looks
60.
like they have alphanumeric plus certain special characters.
Yeah, that's probably base 64 is the most likely. So 96 to the 64th power.
Oh, God.
Or the other way around. Actually, yeah, the other way around. 64 to the 96th power. Let's find out what that is!
I got that.
2.47 times 10 to the 173rd.
There it is written out.
Yes.
That is, yeah, astronomically huge. I don't think they have a name for that
Yeah, no.
power, because have they named anything past the Google?
Well, there's a Googleplex, which is...
Oh, a Google
which-
Googles.
but yeah, it's a Google squared.
Which, that's not quite that big, I don't
Yeah,
think.
this is below a Googleplex at least, but it is, I believe...
Between a Google and a Googleplex, yeah.
Yes, I don't think there are enough... There's definitely not enough atoms on the Earth to store that many things, even if every atom could store an entire file.
I don't know. Do you think we have enough hard drive space on any of our computers to write this out without using the
Well, sure, just to write out the number.
whole number? Okay.
It's only 173 characters long.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of
I'm not sure what you're
I'm
talking
thinking of
about.
squaring it. Never mind.
Even if you then squared that number, you probably could fit it. It's not that many characters. Because the number of characters in a number usually goes up as roughly.
I guess
doubling.
they're just really prepared to have a lot of images.
I guess. Either that, or the more likely thing is that they've just taken some sort of hash digest of the image itself.
Possibly. Maybe it's a code.
What do you mean giving your joints pains named after them? I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean.
What's with Nintendo and giving my joints pains named giving my joints pains named
He means like Nintendo Thumb, I think. Is the idea.
But even then, that's not really a thing.
Nintendo Thumb, Nintendo Wrist.
I suspect that would be because Nintendo's Japanese games have a very large amount of button mashing in them.
Okay, apparently it is a thing.
Yeah,
like, it
Nintendo
even has a
Thumb's...
freaking wiki page.
Of course, Nintendo Thumb is a very significant thing.
I had no idea Nintendo Thumb was a thing.
I had heard about it a lot.
What is a Nintendo Thumb?
Your thumb hurting a lot from mashing a button constantly for hours.
Oh.
Classified as a form of repetitive strain injury.
Yes.
Symptoms are blistering, paresthesia, and swelling of the thumbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was like an actual product when you said Nintendo Thumb.
Oh, oh, you mean like the Ultra Hand?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of a Nintendo Thumb.
I guess.
When did this come out?
I guess.
Well, we practically had a similar thing with that vital sensor thing that you would stick over your finger and it would detect your heart rate.
What was the point of that thing again?
Exercise.
I think it was meant to be used like together with Wii Fit or the like to monitor vital signs, but
check your
then
pulse.
I think they did also plan games around it somehow.
Hey, get your heart rate up to get more points. Wait, this might be a bad idea.
I think typically it would be the other way around. You know, calm yourself to
Presumably
do better
it would
in
be.
the game.
Ugh.
I could see though, like some kind of horror game having, you know, reactionary stuff happening based on your heart rate.
Your heart rate goes up, tries to scare you more.
Yeah.
Lawsuits
Yeah, that.
all around.
That
Or
either
you're-
that, or you'd wind up with some people having very uninteresting gameplay. Yep. Oh boy, another guy around the corner. Oh boy.
Just have this like this zombie walk over and he's just like looking at you like, are you okay? Are you dead? Hey buddy. Tetris Gamut hat that used a heart rate sensor that sped up or slowed down blocks based on your heart.
Huh.
I can imagine that could get pretty damn hectic.
That sounds incredibly annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never really got Nintendo Thumb. I actually got with Mario Party all of the games that required you to rotate the control stick really fast.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
those
pretty
would
sure I was
wear
not
down.
the only one that did this, but actually rotated with the palm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they actually had gloves specifically for that purpose.
Yeah, that fucking blister that you get right in the center of your palm. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had,
Yeah,
as I
it-
said, they had gloves specifically to alleviate that issue.
Mm-hmm. But those came out like a year after the game did or so.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a problem until they realized until after it started happening.
Now, most of our gaming audience has these big, wide scars in the center of their palm now.
It probably really did not help that having the texture on the N64 thumbstick.
Yeah, they had really, really shitty analog sticks on the N64 controllers. Hard plastic with ribbed textures on it.
Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed to give you blisters.
Plus,
Indeed.
I don't know. They just don't seem like they were made too well. Pretty much all of the controllers I have, they're all loose now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
the N64 analog stick was really shoddily made.
I thought it was just that the springs got stretched after a while.
Because they were shoddy.
When you look at the GameCube analog stick, that one was really amazing.
I don't think that one was using springs anymore is the thing. I think it was the later ones didn't use springs at all, which is why they don't have that issue.
Well, I mean, take a look at the... hell, the original PlayStation controller worked better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dual
I can't remember. Did the original PlayStation have analog, though?
No, it didn't.
Okay, so the first PlayStation analog controller.
Yes. Because it's like the first... You didn't have the DualShock controllers until later.
Let me see here. I got my... Ooh, that one's still plugged in. Here. In my living room now, so... I think, yeah, my gold controller here that I got was pretty loose. Can't remember. I think this one was a Nintendo Power exclusive that I got from a renewal or something. No.
Oh.
But yeah, pretty much
there
all
are,
the 64 controllers.
You can very easily find guides online where you basically perform surgery on your N64 controller to give it a GameCube analog stick and improve it that way.
That sounds like it'd actually be worth it.
Now, see, there's the thing, Frosty.
Okay,
Other
why
people
does
have
this
different-
exist? Why
What?
would somebody want an N64 adapter for USB? Why would you want to continue to use the thing?
That's a good question, actually. There are so many better controllers you can use that have the same functionality.
I know. And there's apparently enough of these things. There's an N64 Classic USB controller too. Look at this. There's multiple classic N64 controllers which are designed to be connected to a PC for some reason. They still have the terrible little thumbstick. I cannot imagine why anybody would want that.
And yeah, as I was starting to say, Frosty, certain other people, every other person may have smaller hands than you, or bigger hands than you, or more flexibility. So, that's a thing. That would be the main explanation for how people can use some controllers better than other people.
Well, I suppose if you wanted the authentic N64 experience while playing an emulator, that's about as close as you can get.
You could, but why would you want that? It's like, I would have thought that by doing it on an emulator, that means you don't have to have the authentic N64 experience anymore.
Well, there were a lot of games that were designed around that oddball shape there. So.
That's true.
Sophie, are you still here? Like, around, paying attention?
Within earshot.
Alive.
Dear God, the gunk that had built up on the side of this D-pad. This ages
Also,
of
I only see a black square for that kitten tiger.
Actually, when I was in college, like both of us, both myself and my roommate had brought our PS2s since we didn't bother to communicate with each other for going to the dorm, and I ended up bringing mine back, but keeping my controller due to the fact that his controller was downright nasty, just mounds of that gunk.
Yeah, I like to take a good cleaning swab to them every now and then. Because it builds up pretty damn quickly, especially if you use it a lot.
It can, I guess. What I found to be much
swab
more...
or just some napkins.
What I found to be much more annoying is that I seem to have very slightly acidic sweat, personally. Or something.
Acidic sweat.
Yes,
That's
and it
possible.
means that you know how you'll have like those the fiberboard, the flat pack furniture, and then they'll have like the laminate over the surface.
Yeah.
If I use a desk like that for a long period of time, I will
You'll eat
slowly.
through the laminate.
Yep.
Yep.
I will slowly eat my way just through the laminate just from touching the thing a lot.
I do that too.
Yeah, I basically like don't sweat in my hands. Gaming sessions with my friends, they would be heating the controller up, and I would cool the controller down with my hands.
Huh. Interesting.
You don't have the solar hands.
No, I don't. I have poor circulation, so
You have
my hands
frost
would.
hands.
Yeah.
I still want to know why they didn't just, put on, say, like, sweaters to produce the same effect of solar gauntlets. Because you'd think that if the idea is to have muscles keep your arms warm, just putting on sweaters would work too.
Well, it's not the external temperature, it's more the amount of blood circulating through the hand and the warmth provided.
Right, but
in
if you
that
have
manner.
right, but the idea is that if your body is covered in clothing, then the body can only dissipate heat through the hands, and thus there will be more blood there, producing the same effect.
I think I've used my Fable 3 controller more than any other.
There you go, Sophie. Yeah, that is the giant claw. That's why I said that you would not be likely to get nightmares from that thing.
Huh? I don't understand what this even is.
This is
it's
a
the
movie
bird
from the
from the-
50s
yeah.
called The Giant Claw.
Arquan
which-
streamed it Thursday.
Yeah. Mhm.
What the hell is that thing on the left?
That's the
That
same
is the
creature.
bird itself.
That's
And
the
the thing on the
What?
right
shot.
What?
What's up of his face?
That's supposed to be a bird?
It's a space
Yes.
bird.
A bird from outer space, from another galaxy. It is an antimatter bird.
What was it? 12?
I think it was 12, yeah.
An antimatter bird.
An
it-
antimatter bird.
It kind of radiated antimatter field around it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It wasn't made of antimatter itself. They actually went through the lengths to explain that.
Yeah, like it was a movie which was supposed to be they wanted to have Ray Harryhausen do the creature effects for the bird, but they couldn't afford him. So
So
instead
they got
went
a
to-
giant penis instead.
Instead, they went to Mexico. and
Yep,
got a guy to
Mexico
make a
City.
marionette.
And,
Yeah.
they had a marionette made.
And
So-
the first half of the movie, when it's just very much a normal 50s sci-fi movie of attacks are happening, people are trying to figure out what's going on.
Did they consider the fact that having an antimatter field would literally just cause the thing to explode?
They
Science
kind of did.
fiction, Beld.
Yeah,
I
50s
know.
science fiction.
That's true.
Yeah,
Then-
when antimatter was mostly just theory back then.
Mhm.
So then, what was what the effect of the antimatter field supposed to be?
It was
Basically,
basically destroying every missile and bullet that they shot at the thing before it actually reached it.
Mhm.
Okay, so it was more like just a defensive field than an actual antimatter field.
Pretty much.
I guess it would be an antimatter field as opposed to an antimatter field.
Yeah, they did question though. Like they did talk about the antimatter annihilation thing briefly, but did not stay on that topic long.
Yeah, because the thing is, the amount of energy released by that would mean that the bullet, even if it didn't actually hit it, would produce a gigantic fucking explosion. There would be enough to consume a city, so it wouldn't matter if you didn't actually hit the thing.
But yeah, it is now one of the basically it was in the oh my god no stack, so it is one of the most ridiculous and so
Yeah.
bad it's good kind of movies now.
Sadly, it was probably the most quality one in the Oh My God No stack.
Pretty much.
That stack is the best stack, and I am so glad that I forced it to always exist now.
the what was that? That gory Christian movie, anti-drug and all
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
That would have been a close second for me, if not for
I
the
think
giant
so.
claw being there. So
Yeah, it was that blood
that one
freak,
is
yeah.
definitely going to be seen at some point.
Indeed. That one, Beld, is a movie made by a Christian group, which is a very gory movie. It has a turkey for the killer.
What?
And it has an anti-drug message throughout.
Strong anti-drug messages throughout the film, made by Christians, very gory, with a turkey monster as the primary villain.
So it's like that horror movie with the computer games?
Kind
I don't
of.
know which one you're talking about.
The one where they just suddenly had like a mood whiplash about the evils of computer games at the end.
Oh, that fucking one.
Yes, that one.
That one pissed me off.
We think it was 12, Sophie. Don't remember.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we got
after-
to 12.
After about like the halfway point in the movie, they stop using the word battleship so much. For the first half of the movie, everyone who describes it was like, it was as big as a battleship. It came at me like it looked like a battleship.
This is...
Not a
Have
game,
they-
Sylvie.
Have they actually seen a battleship when they were describing the thing as looking like a battleship?
Well, that's the thing. They shot the scenes first of, them describing the thing, and
Oh.
the actual actors did not see the creature until the movie premiered.
It was all post.
Yeah.
Ah, that would sure
We're not
be
talking
some
about a
dialogue.
game, Sylphie. There was another movie, and I think it was in Zeta's horrible movie night, where they were testing out this like virtual reality game, but somebody was doing it to kind of put almost hypnotic triggers to turn people psychotic. And the end message was, video games are bad.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
just
much.
and it was like, you didn't expect it to be like that. And then just all of a sudden, mood whiplash out of nowhere. Video games are bad, kids!
No, the big thing was that ending scene with the kid yelling at his mom. I was like, put down the video games. She's like, shut up, Mom! It's like, okay.
Just mood whiplash.
It's like, you spent the whole movie kind of establishing the fact that, this technology was being misused. There were actual villains. It wasn't the game that was turning kids evil. It was the evil company using games to turn people evil.
And then,
But in the end, they say, yeah, video games make kids all nasty. I
I'll be
don't
back in just a moment.
I need a beer. I'm going to grab one more beer. I'm not even tired right now. It's the first time this whole fucking week I've not been tired. I swear I had mono or something this week.
maybe you did.
Probably. I was really out of it.
Anyway, we probably should hang up at some point, because we've been streaming for like, I don't even know how long now.
I don't know. Should we stream a game or do something?
Eh,
Oh, what have we got?
it's already past 12.
It's past 1 here.
True. Nice, Tiger, nice.
Actually, now that I think about it, I might just run out, grab a snack. Well, the only place open will be McDonald's or Los Albertos, but
You probably should take at least a slight break from the Final Fantasy to get more done on Mario, just because you've still got so much of that.
yeah, I
to go.
plan on doing that this weekend. I want to try to get through Wario 2, maybe tomorrow.
Or you could just do that now.
Yeah. I'm kind of reaching the moment where I feel like playing something, but when I look at the list of all the things that I have, I don't feel like playing something. It's quite a conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
I have all these games. I don't feel like playing any of them. What do I feel like playing? I don't know. Probably nothing. No, we can't get to Mario Party until I finish Wario. It is the next one on the list, too. So, after I finish Wario, I'll try to start an earlier stream tomorrow, like sometime around midday, because Zeta's going to have the evening. Something in early afternoon, I'll start on Mario, our Wario 2, try to get through that and see if we can work the bugs out of the net play for Project 64. I think it's Project 64 that we're using.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get that great in terms of...
Well, if we can get something where I could resync us with loading a save state or something like that, because it wouldn't let me do save states in that last one.
Yeah.
So I think if we do a different setup or somebody was suggesting a separate install that ran NetPlay on that.
I don't see how that would do anything.
It was a plugin that ran NetPlay, but it would allow for using save states, is the big difference.
I guess.
Which, if we get desynced, I load a save state, y'all sync up to the same save state, then that's a fix.
Mostly unless it winds up being that literally every single time the RNG triggers, it produces a desync.
Well, then I could just do a save state after the RNG event, and then you all get back on track.
Yeah, but
the only time RNG is really going fast enough to desync was during that super fast spin that was going there. Because before that point, you and I were just, neck and neck the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. We were perfectly fine until that spin randomly.
Yeah. And then shit hit the fan everywhere.
Yep. And what I will say, when it desynced, it desynced.
Yeah, because everything after that was running the same commands from, the core game, but every RNG event had different numbers being fed to it.
Which pretty much...
So the last RNG.
Right. Which pretty much disrupted everything so badly that it was completely impossible to get back.
Yeah, everybody was rolling different numbers for you on their moves. They were getting different games loaded, I think, if we had gone far enough.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have.
Would have been interesting to see if we had different results by the end of the game. We just play through the whole thing with everybody getting different results.
And so it's like everyone wins, but in a different way.
Oh, man, that'd be great to have on 4-player. One player would have a huge advantage in each of their minigames, too, because nobody else would be able to see it.
Now, this is a really weird thing for a game to ask. I just noticed one of the random new upcoming games on Steam. It's like, Time Rifters. Ever wanted to play a multiplayer game where you control all of your teammates? No? I don't think I've ever...
That's a single-player game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even thought of wanting that. Why are you suggesting this to me?
If you ever want to play an MMO but without any other people... Excuse me.
Yeah, we call that the .hack series.
Ouch. Yeah, sorry about that.
Huh, that's an interesting game, too. This one I do find interesting. It's a screen sheet. It's a split-screen multiplayer FPS game where the only way to tell where your opponents are is to be looking at their screens.
What, everybody invisible or something?
Yes, actually yes. Here's the description. Screen Sheet is a split-screen multiplayer FPS where everyone is invisible and you have to cheat to win.
Huh, that's awesome.
That sounds like an interesting concept, although fundamentally annoying as hell if you don't have multiple people around.
Or if you're very clever and you just walk around looking at the ground and everybody else is like, fuck you, can't see you.
Yep.
Oh, was it any fun, Tiger? Oh, you haven't played it yet. Never mind. You were technically in the beta, not actually in the beta. All right. Well, I'm going to head out and grab a snack and probably get to bed and see about starting up a Wario stream sometime early afternoon tomorrow.
Okay.
And hopefully complete it. I know that Wario 2 apparently has a lot of extra play after you beat the game.
Yes, it does. There's a lot of Secondary
Multiple
paths
endings.
open up after
Yeah.
you've beaten it. So you cannot 100% it on your first time through.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'll probably see about beating it tomorrow, but not 100%ing it, and maybe getting some Mario Party started. It'll be one of those that gets put on the back burner of trying to 100% like Mario Supercross. Which, I've gotten fairly far on that one now.
Huh.
I think I'm up to level H or J on both sides.
Nice.
So, trying to remember how far it goes. Yeah, it's G to H, somewhere in there that I'm at. Anyways, later.
Night.
Later.